Testing. Can you guys hear me okay? Mic too loud? Not loud enough? Let me know. Is anyone else only hearing me in one ear? Could have issues already. That's not a good start. Well, shit. I could be in trouble. Is that fixed it? Are we in both ears now? Yeah, now we're talking. What is up, Waffle Gang? I do hope you are well. My name is Mark and welcome back to another live stream. Thank you so much for being here. As you can see, we've got a bit of a different setup this time round, trying some new stuff, seeing how it goes. And yeah, so it's probably going to mess up at some point. So be prepared. Be prepared for mess ups. I'm experimenting with some stuff that I'm hopefully adding into the stream. So 365 Ral straight away. I posted a story on your subreddit a few days ago with the name Ral365 and I'd like to hear your take on it. I'm sure I can cover that at some point. Although I'm not seeing the alerts popping up. This is great straight away, isn't it? Already had mistakes with audio and now the alerts are not working. Good times, good times. So how are we doing today? Hey Zeros. notification. Loads of people ain't getting notifications on this channel anymore for some reason. It's crazy. Oh yeah, the notifications are working. So we got a whole bunch of stories that we're going to cover today. Where are they? So we got some malicious compliance, some Am I the Arsehole, of course, and we've also got, I had to write them down. So today I messed up. So we got a whole bunch. I think we got around 15. Whether we get through them all, because you know what I'm like. I can talk crap through most of the stream, so. So we can start whenever you feel like it, and we can go to. Oh yeah, someone wanted some poppy tax as usual. Someone said in the chat. So we got. If it loads. Oh my word. Laurie Dustin, thank you. No, thank you so much. That really means the world. Savage Ink Studios. Hey Mark, glad to see you back on live. Thank you very much. It's glad to be back. Have I been live since my dad's funeral? I don't know. Y2K Babe says, hey Mark, I'm so excited to hear for your stream. Hope your day's going great so far. I'm going to join as a member as soon as you can. Oh, thank you very much. As I said, there's never any pressure to join up and stuff. It's an absolute honor that you do though, so thank you so much. I had another one. One of my favorite photos. Oh, this is where she was running at the camera and almost knocked me on my backside. Everything seems to be lagging at the moment. As my Roman coin that I found the other day. Very proud of that. Yeah, my internet's taking a dive at the moment. So how are we doing? I'm already one beer down. That's not a good start, is it? Hacky Puffs, it's a small coin, but it's a great coin. All right? Roger says, hopping on the previous donator's back, can you read my Am I the Arsehole story? It's in your subreddit, Daddy Cringe. I will read it. I will put it in a proper video because I'm not prepared at the minute. And as you can see, my browser is lagging like arse at the moment for some reason. Oh yeah, I got my Vtuber model is ready as well, which I'm going to test at some point to see if it actually works, but you know, it might just kill the stream at some point. So loads of people getting. Oh, someone else is lagging. Is anyone else suffering from lag at the minute? Might turn off that chat for a second and see if that's it. It might be the events list. No, not the events list, the chat box. See if it frees it up a bit. Jimmy in the house. Happy Friday, Daddy C. Only dipping in to say I have a spicy stream. We always have a spicy stream, you know that. Thank you so much, my friend. Always good to see you here. Get that Bailey's down you. It might be the background, but we've had backgrounds before. I mean, usually we have the video background running all the time, and we've never had lag before. But I've had problems all week, to be quite honest. So don't be surprised if this does drop out. I do apologise. That's all I can do. It might have been that chat bot. It's an animated one. I might just have to get that fixed and go back to normal. But I can't do that right now because I just mess it all up. Anyway. Oh, first, let's try out. Would you mind if I use you as guinea pigs and just try out this VTuber thing? I'm not going to do it the whole thing because I'm not ready for it at the moment. But we're going to give it a little blast. I just need to connect it all up. About 2 seconds. And it needs like calibrating and stuff. You ready? Are you ready? Here we go. It's working. Problem is, like, when I turn one way, it sort of squints. But some of the I did pay for some animations to come with it as well, like a wave and stuff, and it's really janky. But I can blush. Oh. I can be scared. Oh my word. Guys, are you ready for this? They added this as a bonus without telling me. I love this too much. You ready? You ready? Waffle time! Oh my word. Whoa. Oh, I could just do that all night. I could just do that all night and not read a story. Oh, my word. Thank you so much. Anyway, let's just, should we get into some stories? What are you guys fancying a bit of first? Am I the arsehole, malicious compliance, or today I messed up? Ooh, it's all arsehole at the minute. It's all arsehole. Oh, Tfue as well. Oh my word. We'll start off with arsehole and then we'll go to a Tfue story after. How about that? Let's do that. Right, let's get into it. This story is from Am I the Arsehole, Mum Uninvited. Am I the arsehole for uninviting my mother from my wedding after she called me indecent for having plastic surgery? My 31 male, partner of 11 years Sarah, 32 female, was in a car accident 3 years ago that led to her having scars across her torso, left arm and jaw. She has been hiding them with makeup, but you could still feel them and they made her very self-conscious. We had talked about her having them removed before we got married, as she admitted she wanted to put off getting married due to them. At Christmas 2019, I got an unexpected bonus from work, and as we already had a substantial amount set aside for a wedding, I suggested we use the bonus to pay for plastic surgery. This went ahead, and Sarah is now much happier with how she looks. She still wears a bit of makeup to hide a few small lines from the plastic surgery, but they will fade to white with time and be less noticeable. Currently, they're still quite pink. We had been planning for our wedding in October, and she recently went dress shopping with my mother, her mother, and her sister. At the shop, my mother saw the scars and inquired about why they look so different from her original scars. Sarah explained about the plastic surgery, and then my mother didn't mention it again, so we didn't think it was a big deal. Until yesterday, when I was at my parents discussing the business Dad and I co-own, and she butted in telling me it was immoral to marry someone as indecent as Sarah, and that it was disgusting that she had plastic surgery, etc, etc, etc. There was a massive argument, and I told her if she was going to talk about Sarah like that, then she wasn't invited to the wedding, at which point she broke down in tears and I left. Now half my family is pissed at me for uninviting and upsetting her. Am I the arsehole? Now this is one of those clear-cut not the arseholes from me, simply because you were looking after Sarah's well-being. Obviously it's been affecting her for a very long time, and when you had the opportunity to help her out and she was down with it as well, you wasn't saying the scars bothered you before or anything like that, which is absolutely fantastic. So you was just supporting her, so well done to you, and I don't blame you for uninviting your mother. What is she on about? Seriously. And Angel Islington says, not the arsehole. First of all, I want to give you some respect here. It's clear that the scars didn't bother you at all, but you recognise how they are affecting Sarah and her self-esteem, and that you both talked about it open and were happy for your bonus to go towards her surgery, for her more than you, if you understand. And also, respect for you for speaking up for Sarah and defending her. It wasn't as if she had something cosmetic, and even if she had it, it's still her body and her choice. Sarah was in an accident which damaged not only her body, but the way she sees herself. And I bet you're the kind of guy who tells her she's beautiful, but she didn't feel it. Now she's got some of what she has lost back for her. Not the arsehole, and it's a shame your mum's reaction is to say it's immoral. And KNG Lady says, not the arsehole, good on you for defending your fiance. Your mum was out of line and would have been even if the plastic surgery wasn't for scarring. And Choir says, plastic surgery is not a moral issue. Reconstructive plastic surgery, doubly so. Your mum sounds like a bit of a creep, so concerned about your wife suddenly being more confident and happier. She needs to do some real introspection. Not the arsehole. Now, what do you guys make of this one? Yeah, and I noticed someone said about the mic going up and down during the stories and not, because I use these stories, I use them like tomorrow and the next day. I'll put them in, I condense them down, so I need to level the audio, so it's a different audio setup for stories rather than the actual live stream. So yeah, I mean, we can do the poll if you want to, but it's going to be a not the arsehole, absolutely. Actually, I hadn't even got the overlay set up for the votes this time. I totally forgot. Let's see if I can set it up still. So when I start this poll, because I haven't got the overlay set up, what you have to do is !vote space then YTA then or NTA or ESH or NAH basically. So I'll start the poll and then you can give it a go. So the poll should be starting up any second. Don't slow down. Wait for it to come up. There we go. I quite enjoy the poll, even though it's going to be a definite not the arsehole in this situation. I do like watching the votes come in. There's something very therapeutic about it. I'm just sipping on my beverage. How did I react to seeing my Vtuber thing for the first time? Oh, mate. I loved it. It's weird. I just keep messing around with it, though. I don't think the capital letters make any difference. But it has to be an ! vote space then your vote. Some people were claiming last time that you could double your vote, but it doesn't work. It's pretty much a majority not the arsehole at the moment. Oh, just me, SJW. I missed your super chat. Thank you so much, my friend. Never left a message for me, though. $20 seconds remaining on the poll. You missed the story, crazy. Come on now. Come on now. Get involved. That's okay, just me. Thank you so much anyway. Oh, some of you guys was asking as well if you I don't know why you wanted to cover this. Oh, the poll's complete. Let me just complete the poll so you guys can see the vote. Some of you guys were asking to go over hate mail at some point because I was talking about it on Twitter earlier this week, and I've been getting quite a bit the start of this year randomly. So I got some highlights for you as well if you want to cover that at some point. Pretty spicy stuff. Yes, Karina, I am British. Get that patchwork gun, Zeros. Come on now. Everly S, enjoying waffle time and a G&T. Ooh, fancy. Was baking a fruits Charlotte? What's that? For my friend's 30th birthday tomorrow. Thanks for the entertainment. Fruit Charlotte. I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to Google that in a minute. Remind me when we get back to the chat screen. We're going to have a little Google on that one. Go deal with those hamsters, Nathan. Go and deal with those hamsters right now. Get it sorted. Oh, mate, Tiffany, you wouldn't believe the hate. So, some of them are from the same person, but you know, it's it's pretty spicy stuff, I gotta tell you. Anyway, let's cover another Tfue story. Not another Tfue story, the first Tfue story of the evening. We've got a few to cover tonight, so here we go. This story is from Leprechaun 8. Today I messed up by drinking a gallon of milk in 1 hour to shove it in Reddit's face. It's still in my post history because I am permanently keeping it as a reminder that I'm an effing idiot whenever my ego gets out of check. Okay, so this morning I posted on Reddit a conversation me and my friends had in which we all unanimously agreed that drinking a gallon of milk in under an hour is 100% possible, and it's an incredibly easy challenge. My reasoning was that an entire hour is a lot of time, and that if you just slowly and steadily drink the milk while portioning yourself, there's no reason why anybody can't do it. One of the lesser challenges was doing a half challenge in an hour, and I can say from a certain experience with hot sauce a while ago that I was 100% capable of achieving that, so I was absolutely confident I could do too. I posted it to Reddit feeling pretty high and mighty of myself on the unpopular opinions board, and was immediately provided with multiple comments informing me that I was an idiot and had no idea what I was talking about. These comments from inferior humans asked me to record my endeavours, and I was without a doubt ready and willing to prove them wrong. So I went to my local 7-Eleven, bought a 2 gallon of 2% and got back to my dorm. I will give myself credit, through my naive ego, I did prepare for the worst a little bit. I sat with a towel bib in case of dribblage and I pre-opened one of the shower stalls because the toilets would not account the possible gallons worth of milk that could occur from the bovylicious odyssey I was about to traverse upon. So I turned on my video camera and filled up 5 approximately 25 ounces cups of milk. Looking at these completely full cups in front of me, the milk carton definitely tricks you with its sheer volume, and I was realising the challenge ahead of me. But mama didn't raise no bitch, so I went in. First cup, totally easy. I love milk. My father, brother and I will go through a gallon within 2 to 3 days tops, and all I have to do is do this every 12 minutes and I'm home free, and all those losers on Reddit will know how cool I am. Second cup, I down this one too. Easy peasy. Though the first signal to my brain that I was very much so satiated with my daily value of calcium was already upon us. Though this was a challenge even the greatest often failed at. I wasn't going to estimate this challenge, but rather like a matador I will corral this bull with steadiness and finesse. Third cup, this one I was able to not consistently down. I got about halfway through and I had to breathe for a second, but I had a 12-minute window to down this so I don't have to rush it. The camera is still recording. I wonder if I have to post this full hour of footage to prove it, or I can just skip to each time I drink. Ha! Imagine the looks on their faces when they see I can drink an entire gallon. How much time till I fix my next cup? I've got 30 seconds! Fourth cup. Okay, I finished the third cup in the time window. The 12-minute mark hit and I didn't immediately drink it. I picked it up, inspected its beautiful colour and temperature, and immediately had to put it back down because a certain noise just befell my ears. Did my stomach just hiccup? Me and humbleness have a very long distance relationship, and as the crazy zodiac girl in my nursing classes informed me, you totally do give off Leo energy. And while my understanding of stars is lacking, I think that translates to, at this very moment, I definitely have gotten myself into a bad scenario thanks to my ego. I begin to drink the fourth cup and my stomach is really starting to slosh around. It's just stagnant and sitting in there, and I can feel it truly filling up. Somehow, by sheer miracle or luck, I get cup 4 down, within the time window within a few minutes to spare. Fifth cup, all I did was burp. A very small burp, but it came with a mouthful of milk. I realised my fate was sealed. As I swallowed it back down, I knew that the second part of the challenge was actually sitting there and not puking as the body begins to naturally break down the lactose and shit in the milk. I haven't even touched the fifth cup yet. I just decided to bring my knees up to my chest to help with the completely full stomach. Then I, very graciously I should add, sprinted like a madman to the open shower, kneeled on that gross ass floor and prepared for the inevitable. 10 seconds. 15. Nothing was happening. So I slowly got up and went back to head to my room to hopefully finish the challenge, and then I bumped the stall door right into my gut. In that moment I saw two things: the white of the milk projectile ejecting from my mouth into the shower floor from my rapidly turning head as not to destroy everything, and the vision of God punishing me for the next probably 40 years because I attempted to achieve the ways of the golden calf. It is now 5 hours later and Reddit has won this time with their stupid facts and basic science that I chose to ignore. I'm still making frequent trips to the bathroom with generous supplies of dairy for the toilet from both ends. If you need me, I will be listening to I Told You So from the toilet. Edit. It has only been 2 hours and so far I've seen many people read the story, understand my overconfidence with it, and then comment that they bet they could personally do the challenge themselves and will be trying soon. Which makes me feel better knowing that I'm not ill for this world. Thanks guys. And from this day forward, he shall be dubbed Milk Boy. God, who tries these challenges, man? Who thinks that's a good idea? Sorry, I totally forgot some of you would be having dinner, lunch, and whatever right now. Don't do it, P-Dog. Don't do it. Well, if you do, let us know how it goes. Milk boy. Come on, Just Jenny, you like milk. Do you? Why don't you like milk even? Ross Spence says, glad to see you're still cheery as usual. Thank you very much. Well, you gotta be. Gotta try something, right? Gotta do something. Oh my word. Usually I don't. Today I messed up stories and like I find them hard to find decent stories because a lot of the time it's always like sexual stuff all the time, like oh, fell on a dildo or some stupid shit like that all the time, and I just get fed up with it. It's just the same stuff over and over, but occasionally you get gems like that. Today we actually got quite a few good ones, so should we go through a malicious compliance next and just keep going through it like that? Oh, Everly's telling me what a fruit charlotte is. It's a fancy-ish cake with vanilla custard and a lot of fruit and berries. Mine is more of a berry charlotte. I'll tag you in a photo on Twitter. Please do. You know I love a Twitter photo. Right, we'll move on to a malicious compliance next. Because why the hell not, right? This story is from Bat Kevin. Smug guy wants to order for the table, so I make sure he gets his wish. I worked as a server for a small brand, new family-owned restaurant. The place was one step below white tablecloth and had a bar on one side with a restaurant on the other. The owners were awesome and provided industry professionals to train us on how best to treat a customer and maximize our tips. An example of how effective this training was, on opening day, I dropped an entire tray of drinks down a woman's back, yet this family returned several more times and would only let me serve them. Owner brought them a Parker the first time they returned. One technique we were taught was to establish who was paying from social cues and make sure they are happy. If a couple comes in and you believe the man is paying, make the woman feel like a queen. When it's time to pay, she'll encourage a higher tip. Incredibly effective. After I finished taking an order, I noticed a family of 4 being sat in my section and stopped by immediately to introduce myself. My assessment is this: husband and wife, very nicely dressed, their beautiful early 20s daughter, my age, and what I gather is her boyfriend, wearing a suit and tie. Dad is very clearly paying, but aspiring businessman here interrupts mum when she's ordering her drink to inform me he'll be ordering for the table. If looks could kill, the father would have taken out this young man and probably 10 people in the bar area. Oh buddy, your night is not going the way you thought. Every time I returned to the table, I would face him, only look and talk to him, turning my back to the father. Daughter asked for something. I don't remember what, and without ever acknowledging her, I asked him, may she have that? He barely stammered out a yes. When I brought the bill, I said it right in front of him. They hung around for a while, and I continued to check in and refill drinks while the bill remained untouched. I think the dad was making him sweat. Eventually, dad grabs the bill and puts his card in. I brought back the receipt and thanked the young man for coming in and walked away. I was returning from another table when they were getting up from the table and the young guy moved to the door at speed that made Lightning look slow. The other three were all smiles and the dad looked across the dining room and mouthed, "Thank you." I gave him a smile and nod and continued on my way. The tip amount is a number I don't remember, but I know it was good. Really good. It must have been a small wedding because I never received an invite. Edit, I'm trying to keep up on the replies, but I'm a bit overwhelmed at the moment. Thank you everybody for the kind words and awards. They have been fun to read. From the comments and a few PMs, I would like to make a few comments. 1. You were rude. Yes, absolutely. The situation could have blown up in spectacular fashion. I took a chance, not thinking of the potential downsides, and it came out just fine. 2. In my culture, this is expected. I'm aware of that, and had the young man been respectful, I would have gone along with it. It was not my intention to disrespect cultural norms, rather to put a smug buffoon in the spotlight. 3. How is this malicious compliance? Judging by the replies, upvotes, and the post still being up, I'm guessing at least 3 people think it is. It's one of those ones where I'd love to be a fly on the wall and watch this guy in his suit acting the smug, the big man, you know, and then get brought down. Hey, words of the web, how you doing? I hope you're well. New people coming in, new people coming in. Yeah, that one was pretty infuriating. I do like those ones though. Do you still do daddy cringe stories? Do you mean the ones from the subreddit? Yeah, I do. We done a couple the other day from the Am I the Arsehole stories that was on there. I'm planning to do a new subreddit soon because that one's a bit dated. Some people, I don't know what that subreddit's turned into. Some people were in there and going like, why are people posting stories in here? It's like totally gone off on something else. I don't know what people are actually on that subreddit for anymore. Making wax stamps? Tweet me that. I want to see that. You can't help what we're saying, Noir. Oh dear, dear. I don't know if it's a bit pointless saying hello to you then, isn't it really? Come on now. Sort your headphones out, man. The subreddit has definitely gone waffle. It's gone full waffle. The daddy cringe subreddit has just gone crazy. Yeah, Zeros, I've been planning to make a sticker store and and a new subreddit for ages. Soon though, soon I'm sure. Anyway, let me just have a quick sip of my beer, then we're going to get onto another Am I the Arsehole post, I think. Oh, we're going to go back to that in a minute because I'm going to need to go and get another beer. So we'll be going back to another screen soon, and I'll be waffling up. Oh man, don't encourage me. I love it. I love it. Anyway, next story. Here we go. And this one comes from Indy Quinn. Am I the arsehole for asking my partner's sister to leave our baby shower? Okay, due to COVID, my pregnancy has been a very lonely and challenging experience so far. It was also unplanned, but not unwelcome. Just happened to be sooner than we expected, so I didn't expect us to be in this position currently. Anyway, so I, female 23, and my partner, male 24, felt like if one normal thing should happen still, it's a baby shower, just with a very limited attendance, restricted to family only and situated outside of his family home, since the garden is big enough. I was only looking forward to this because it meant seeing people and being able to be excited over my pregnancy, after being down for a while over the state of the world and how we're going to manage it all. Anyway, my partner's sister and I have never gotten along that well. She's a bit withdrawn, she has quite a few issues she's working through in her own life and she lacks confidence, and I think she's always resented me for being so accepted in the family and treated like a second daughter. But that last part is only a suspicion I have. To the main point, at the baby shower, she didn't get drunk per se, but she did get tipsy, and I overheard her talking to her older sister, and she was saying things like it's selfish to have a baby in this world, how she doesn't think we're ready, and how she'd hate to throw my life away having a kid so young. Now, she didn't mean for me to hear this, but I got very upset at her attitude. I explained what happened to my partner, and he said I should do what made me comfortable, and that it was our day. I did talk to her very briefly. She stated that it was a private conversation, that she's entitled to her opinions about pregnancy. She even said that it was unplanned, so could I really be that mad for what she said? So there was no apology given, only a bad attitude towards my feelings. So I did cut the conversation short by interrupting and asking her to go. So I asked her to leave, and this caused a scene with her and surprisingly my partner's father after she refused. They felt like it was unfair and that she should be cut some slack because she was a bit drunk, not in a great place, and didn't mean for me to hear any of that. They said I was ruining a nice family meeting by causing unnecessary drama. My partner is completely on my side, but I worry they're right by saying I overreacted and deliberately created tension within our family. This whole situation has really upset me, considering the times we're living in. Family is everything. Am I the arsehole? And we're starting right away with RB1327 saying everyone sucks here. She's allowed her own opinions about having children. Not sure why her remarks were even shocking. You have admitted here the pregnancy was unplanned, but that's not appropriate baby shower chit chat, even with her own family. You could have discussed this with her another time instead of ruining the party for everyone and potentially your relationship with your future in-laws. Even better would be to ignore it altogether. How did you even overhear a private conversation between two sisters? And For Thanks says, while I understand where you are coming from, the problem was you tried to kick her out of her parents' home. That makes it dad's business too. And here Fishy Fishy says, if you really mean your statement that family is everything, then you're a bit the arsehole. She shouldn't have said what she said, and I totally understand why after you were upset. But since it was sort of a family thing in the family home, and you feel that family is everything, maybe kicking her out was a little too much. It would have been better to have a conversation with her after. Everyone sucks, kind of. It won't make your relationship with her better, which is also her own fault. Mostly. And now, what do you guys think of this one? So we are going to be having a vote on this one. As I said before, I haven't got the overlay, so when I do it, don't do it yet. But it's exclamation mark, vote, space, then YTA, NTA, ESH, or NAH. Okay, here we go. Well, we was going to go, but the website just come up. Something went wrong. Oh, it started apparently, but it hasn't started. Oh, it is. It's working. It's working. There's a mixed bag here so far. Mixed bag indeed. There's about a minute left on this vote. I'm just going to go and grab myself another beer. I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. Unfortunately, that vote didn't work quite as I imagined. It's not going to come up on the chat, but the vote was, the majority was everyone sucks here, followed by not the arsehole, and a couple of you're the arseholes there as well. We can call the sub something like that, the waffle, or they are. We've just recently put the podcast back up, and it's called the Waffle Cast. Why not, right? But I'm sure we can do something like that. Anyway. What are you guys up to while you're listening right now? Tell me. Oh, wait a sec. Where's my thing? Hi. I keep forgetting that I can do this. It's too much fun. I mean, I was sitting the other day just messing about, just doing all this kind of stuff. See, that's the problem. I'm looking at the chat at the moment, and one of the eyes is gone. I need to make the chat more central, I think, and then it won't do that. But then I cover up other stuff, which is annoying. Eating ice cream. Am I a VTuber? I don't know. Maybe. I'm just currently drinking an Atlantic Pale Ale currently. Very spicy. Actually, it's not spicy at all. It's quite refreshing, actually. Who's Saber? I tried getting this model. It was probably about 2 months ago. I paid for it, and it's just taken a while. Hence why they gave me the waffle model for free. The only thing that I was disappointed about is that they couldn't do the hoodie. But, you know, you can't have everything, right? Yes, Chulu, follow me on Twitter. Absolutely. Spicy memes and loads of just random pictures of Poppy, right? Manners, they come in different tiers, basically. Depending on how much movement you want on your model. Get another beer, Queen. Get another beer. What you drinking right now? I can't. Cheryl, we always go for this daddy waffle stuff. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I can't be calling myself daddy waffle. I can't bring myself to do it. I'm having a good day, Alexander. How about yourself? At the moment, we've only covered, how many stories we covered at the moment? Try not to cover the camera so it messes the model up. Is it 3, 4 stories? Got a few more. No, I can't move the arms, unfortunately. You need like a little thing on your desktop that controls the arms. I was thinking about doing it one day, maybe. I'll see how this works first. If it works well enough or not, we shall see. It all depends, really. Because it can get really expensive, this VTuber stuff. Halt! Who goes there, Red? Right. Any other tattoos? I got like, so I got my sleeve, and then I got like a tattoo on my other arm, which was like it was a tribal sleeve that I had when I was 17. Not sleeve, a tribal tattoo that when I was 17, and it's not good. I'm going to be getting it covered up at some point, because I want to be like, I want a sleeve to do with like all my favorite games that I used to play, like your Marios, your Sonics, and all that sort of stuff. I thought that'd be pretty fun. We get that question a lot. What inspired it to be the Waffle channel? Basically, you guys did. A lot of people said that I waffle on a lot. Well, that I waffle on a lot. And I used to say, sorry about the waffle, blah, blah, blah. And in Britain, if you say you're waffling on, it means you're talking too much. And then a lot of the US folk and other folk as well were saying, oh, waffles, we love waffles. And that's how it happened. What happened with r/? Speak to me. Speak to me, Deadpool. Speak to me. I don't know. What happened with r/? Tell me, what happened with r/? r/ had a baby. Oh, fair play. Fair play to r/. I've never got to speak to him personally. We used to, like, when all this whole thing started, we done a couple of PMs, but that was about it. He took off and that was it. Left me behind. Congrats to r/. Living the dream right now, right? Pauline Gallagher says, I'm about to take medication and drink Gatorade. Thank you so much, Pauline. Thank you. Waffle says, thank you. VTube, it's just like virtual YouTubers. So it's like this model you're seeing in front of you. It's like, yeah, a virtual avatar of yourself, basically. So what do you want next? We got, as I said, we got Am I the Arsehole? Today I messed up. Malicious compliance, or we can cover a couple of the hate mail topics that I got. Gabriel says, instead of Wario, you could have a waffle with a mustache and a cap with a W on it. People often said I should like make the like a pancake evil person. Hate mail. Some of you want some of the hate mail. Now I had what I wasn't going to do. I'm not opening my email on stream because I'm an idiot and I'll end up doxing myself, and that will be it. So what I did do is I just dropped it into Photoshop, the text into Photoshop under a quote, and then I'll just drop it on stream and hopefully that will work. Oh, I love that people think that I don't get hate mail. I get so much hate mail. It's unbelievable. Desire with a clapping hands. Thank you, my friend. Right. Where did I put that? I put the folder on my desktop somewhere. Let me just find it. It's a problem having a long monitor. The character's looking all over the place when I'm looking for files. Right. And as I said, I've cut it down to highlights. I've cut the main highlights out of the email. Some of these were pretty lengthy, but I've just taken out them. So we've got like 9 different little quotes here, which we can cover them all right now or not. But here we go. Ready? I'll drop one in and see if it works. So, wait, yeah, that's me. Don't drag me around. So the first one was, stop milking your dad's death for YouTube. Yes, I had a series of these ones actually from one person. They emailed. I mean, you got to laugh at these, that someone's taken the time out of their day to do this. You know, I thank you so much for taking the time out of listening to these stories, but someone's taken their valuable time to send me this. I'm just like, what? I just find it crazy that someone would do that, but hey, you know, like Zara said, no, well, I've lost it now. Someone said, haters gonna hate. Absolutely. So that's one of them. Let me just get rid of that one right there. Here we go. Number two. Oh yeah, this is a classic. This is. I've had this one several times now, and it seems like some people follow through with it as well, because at the start of every video, someone's always hitting that dislike button straight away. I don't know why. It's all interaction. It all works well for me, right? You know, there's no point in getting butthurt about it, right? Because I can't stop them from doing it. You just gotta. The way that I look at it is that I'm living in their head rent free right now. I'm living the dream. Get it? So let's have another. Yeah. Someone disliked this one. Yeah, they're already here. They're here. They're watching now. The haters are watching. Right. Next one. Number 3 of 9. Oh yeah, this one was the one probably that worried me the most, and it went on a lot because they actually found my address as well and posted it in this email and said, I know where you wait till I find out where you live, and then later, 2 emails later, my address pops up. Yeah. But as I said, living in their head rent free. Yep. Okay. I don't want to trigger you guys too much. I can see you guys getting getting angry about it. But so just say if you want me to stop these, because obviously I don't want to trigger you guys too much. People are going to do what they're going to do, right? Oh, don't worry, I've got cameras. That was one of the first things I did when I saw this was happening. I went and got cameras just in case, because you don't know, do you? I'm a pretty private person, so you know, when someone says and they post my address, it's like, wow, you know, they could do anything. At the time, I did contact the police at the time just to find out if there's anything that I should be doing in the situation. But basically they said, you know, they can note it down. That's all they can do. Okay. Next one. I think this is a pretty short one, this next one. How's your dad? Lol. This was after a video that I posted, and I was talking about his situation, and you know, and it was a repeat email. This was about every time I talked about my dad, they'd come in with something negative about him, basically. And again, you know, it is what it is, right? Again, I don't get offended by people like this, because you know, they're wasting their own time to send me this email. It's like there's no point in being offended by it. Right, next one. Let's move through here. So, people are only here for the stories, so just read them for God's sake. No one, and I mean no one, wants to hear your constant pity stories. And again, it's because, you know, I get not everyone wants to hear my stories. They don't want to hear me talking about death, talking about my dad, my mum, stuff like that. I totally get that. So, you know, in some ways, this is like a valid one. But at the same way, it's just a rude one, you know? You could have come at it in a different way. You could have been more constructive with it. But hey, that's what it is. Oh, I saw that Zero said my is it like window sounds, or is it like my keyboard clicking? It's just where I'm having to drop stuff onto the desktop, so I can't control it, I'm afraid. Oh yeah, sorry. Windows. Bloody Windows. I might be able to right click and delete, actually. If you keep posting Am I the Arsehole vids, I'm going to unsubscribe. I get these ones a lot. I'm going to unsubscribe if you keep doing this. I'm going to unsubscribe if you do that. You know, I can't win in these situations. There's no way I can win. It's like I had to say to someone recently, look, if you want a different... Someone said I talk too much in between stories, which I do. I'm doing it right now. It is what it is again. But I said to the person, I said, like, you know, if you don't want to listen to me, there's plenty of other Reddit readers out there who don't do it between stories, you know. And I said I'll point you in the right direction if you want. But you know, they didn't come back to me in the end. Oh yeah, sorry. Windows. Desire, thank you so much for that. I can't stop Am I the Arsehole post. I enjoy it too much. So what have we got next? So this one, yeah. You're such a child, waffle gang. Who do you think you are? How dare you? We're a waffle gang, baby. Yeah. And I got one more. There was a whole bunch more, but I just didn't have time today. I was trying to get videos done for the weekend and stuff as well. So, so we got this last one in there. Oh yeah. This was again a bad one. Your mum died, your aunt died, and now your dad's going to die. Think you're cursed. P.S. No one cares. Yeah, that one. I had to resist trying to reply to this one. But again, if you reply to people like this, you're just encouraging them. They feed off this drama. They feed off this drama, you know. And if you encourage it, it will only get worse. Ignore them. It's the best way. It's the best way. Because we don't give a shit. I'm having too much fun with that waffle. I gotta stop. I'm abusing the waffle. Oh man. If you ever see my model go still like that, it's because I'm drinking beer. Red, sending me the salt. Too true, my man. Thank you. Mate, don't say I've used the waffle. I'll just be waffle full time. Let's go for it. This is it. This is the rest of the stream now. I'm just going to sit here like this. Too many beers and too much waffle. Right, let's get back into some stories, shall we? I've gone off again, guys. Don't encourage it. Don't encourage it. Here we go. Let me get rid of you here. So we have, let's go for a bit of malicious compliance. I'm fancying a bit of that myself. This story is from Progressive Badger. Owner refused to let me do jury duty. This was back in the 80s, my first job, working as a maintenance man at a local hotel. I'd been working there part-time since I was 16, and when I turned 18, I got a notice to attend jury duty. I picked a week and let my boss know. The owner of the hotel found out. He was always a completely unreasonable jerk to all the employees, and sees me in the hallway and tells me that I need to do whatever it takes to get out of the jury duty because he needs me at the hotel that week for a large dog show. Clogged drains, etc. And if I'm not at work, I'm fired. When I get to jury duty day 1, I get selected to do a week-long trial, and the judge asks jurors if there's any reason we cannot serve on the jury. They go around. When they get to me, I'm nervous, never been in court before, and too scared to lie. I tell the judge that the owner of the business I work at will fire me if I'm not back today, and said I needed to do everything I can to get out of jury duty or I'm fired. Other than that, I'm fine serving. The judge looks pissed. The judge has me approach the bench, ask for the name of the owner, location, etc. Then he hands the court officer a paper and says something to the officer. The judge still looks pissed. I'm told to return to the jury box. About an hour later, still selecting the jury, the officer returns with the owner, visibly shaken, in handcuffs, and walks to the front of the judge's bench. The owner is standing in front of the judge. The judge asks him questions, which he apologetically tries to worm out of. Then the judge, looking even more pissed, instructs him that I will be there for jury duty. I will serve as long as I need to, and he should not do anything to retaliate against me, and that the judge is filing charges and will be instructing the clerk to check with me regularly, and if, for any reason I am fired or face any disciplinary action at work, he will hold the owner in contempt, violation of a court order, etc. a bunch of legal stuff, and he will spend time behind bars thinking about how important jury duty is. Then the judge makes him apologise to me in court. I made it onto the jury and I served the week. I reported back to work the following week. I expected some blowback, but I never got fired. None of my shifts were changed and I got paid for my time in jury. I didn't ask why I got paid. The clerk did check back a few times and I was told to call the judge's clerk direct phone number if anything happened. It was awesome. I was pretty much bulletproof and worked until I saved enough to go back to school. God damn it. Yes, I'm having... I think it might be internet issues rather than mic issues. It seems to happen every stream that... At the minute, I got set like a couple of computers attached to a switch, and the switch is dodgy as hell. So I think my internet starts dropping out, and I just go tits up basically. I do apologize. I hope you did get some of that. God damn it. That's really annoying. I think it doesn't help because I got too much going on in the background. I got the backgrounds going on as well and other animations going on, so it all takes up bandwidth. So bloody internet. Yeah, it's super illegal to stop someone from doing jury duty. Oh, Cheryl, enjoy your day at work. I hope it's not too hard. Not too hard for you. Liam Scott, that is beyond me. Setting network priorities for the stream, I'd only mess something up. The stream would be shut down quicker than anything. Right, we're going to move on to some Today I Messed Up Again. We're just rotating through the stories. I think it's the easiest way. I mean, I got quite a few stories to cover still, and we're an hour into it, so I best pick up the pace a bit, right? Hopefully, yeah, Amy, I definitely need a new switch router kind of thing, because if I tap the switch that's inside this cupboard right in front of me, the whole thing will shut down and we'll be screwed. I have heard of Vinci. I think he does the meme-based stuff though, doesn't he? Like the picture-based stuff. I'm not sure. I have to look into that again. I've heard he's a great guy though. Never spoken to him personally. .365 Raul says, got to check out for a bit. When do you plan on reading Daddy Cringe stories? Well, I'll be looking at them through the week, so... Zeros, yes, the UK does have a jury-based system. Never been called it for myself. I can't wait. Hopefully one day I will. I look forward to it. Say, you're the asshole. Why is the thumbnail so low quality? It's just bad or what? Just because I couldn't be asked, basically. Anyway. And this story mentions someone passing away, so if you do want to skip it, you can turn the volume down right now or come back in a couple of minutes. And if you're watching this after the live stream, you can use the timestamps below. So this story comes from 1997. Today I messed up by exclaiming it smells like a dead body when an actual dead body was in the house. This happened in 2015 when I was a senior in high school. My grandfather had been diagnosed with cancer in September of 2014 and had been told that it was terminal. He had just retired and we were all really sad that he wasn't going to be able to enjoy retirement with his wife. He remarried after my grandma. He was a goofy guy who wore pants with embroidered ducks on them and always had a magic trick to show everyone when we would visit. During his last day alive, my mother, sister and myself came over to support his wife. There were also neighbours coming in and out of the house, saying their goodbyes and just consoling each other. When my grandfather passed away, we were all in the room with him and told him we loved him and that it was okay to let go. After we left the room to give his wife some time alone, my sister, my mum and I went downstairs to join neighbours at the dining room table. This table was able to seat about 8 people and it was full, so I was standing next to my mum at the head of the table. People had brought food to snack on and someone brought a cheese plate. I did not notice this cheese plate, so I started to comment about how stinky the room was to my mum and sister. Eventually I said the words, "It smells like a dead body," out loud in front of everyone. The room was silent except for my mum and sister's attempts to conceal their laughter. I turned beet red and added, "Dead cat?" to the sentence and then abruptly left to use the bathroom and reassess my life. I know my grandpa would have laughed if he heard it, so that makes me feel better, but I can never look at any of those neighbours in the face without remembering that moment. And I gotta read one out from Vumanda, who replies to this saying, "God, I love funny stories like this. It reminds me of my grandfather. My grandfather passed at the age of 90. They were putting him on hospice and were giving him 1 to 2 months, but said he was perfectly stable and not going anywhere that day. Well, he was convinced he was going that very minute. He made my mum and I hold his hand while he tried to say some picture-perfect last words, take a deep breath, and then sit there in silence. After a minute of that, he'd do it again, and switch the words up a little bit, but he just wouldn't die. It was like trying to watch Michael Scott's sinker behind the back shot. My dad, who was leaning against the wall during all of this, shifted his weight and accidentally hit the light switch, turning the reading light on right over my grandfather. You could hear the excitement in his voice. There it is! I see the light! It's finally time! While we were having to hold back the weirdest mix of grief and comedy tears I've ever had in my life. Oh dear, it's a bit of dark humour that one, but it did tickle me, that one. just when the guy was saying his last words, and I know it's not something really to joke about someone saying their last words, but the fact that, you know, they said their last words and then just sat there like, it's not happening now. That's the way I want to go. Enjoy my moment. Melanie says, "Wishing you all the best, Mark." Thank you so much. Wishing you the best as well. Hope you've had a great day so far. Kendall, you can send me a pic of Pebbles. Pebbles, the mouse, right? Is a mouse, not a rat. It was a mouse. Send it me on Twitter. Okay, P-Dog. I done the thumbnail exactly as I do any other thumbnail, so it was as high as quality as I could from Photoshop, but clearly something's going on with it at the moment. I don't know what. This whole stream is, you know, I'm winging it as I go here. No, I don't play The Sims. Not for a very, well, many years, Amy. Many years. Yeah, Frida, we're just rotating. So I've got like several different subreddits going on at the minute. We got Today I Messed Up, we got Am I the Arsehole, and we got Malicious Compliance. I got many stories from each of those, and I'm not getting through them very fast either. Thank you, Tai Tai. Thank you for being here. Talina, thank you for joining us. Always a pleasure to have you here. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Now that's a great idea, Frida. Maybe in the future we could do something like that. A spinny wheel with a... I think you can actually do that, but I'm not going to try that right now because it'd take me about an hour to set up and I'll just mess it up anyway. Do I have my own Tfue story? Not that I can think of at the top of my head right now. I probably got loads, to be fair. I can remember one in school when, yeah, the stomach was feeling a bit weird that day, and I trusted something I shouldn't, and it all went wrong. But I'm not going to go into that one right now. Oh, my word. We'll go straight into another Tfue story because we're on there now. And then, oh, bad neighbors. Don't get me... That was another plan that I was going to do today, but I'm probably going to scrap that idea. I was going to be drawing like a map of my old area and then like dotting people each with their stories. And then you could pick one of those people and I would give you a story from them. There's so many. So many. But we're going to do a Tfue story again right now, and then we're going to move on to a different one. And this next one comes from a throwaway account. Today I messed up by unknowingly committing a crime and inadvertently turning myself into the police. So this actually happened a few weeks ago. I just moved to the suburbs of New Jersey from Philadelphia a few months ago. I was at a friend's house for a Zoom baby shower and I ended up staying all day and playing video games and eating dinner. My boyfriend met me there later on to hang out and park next to me in the driveway. They live on the entrance to a cul-de-sac. We were getting ready to leave around 12:30 am. My phone had died, so I figured I would back out behind him and follow him home since I'm new to the area. I pulled out extra wide to give him space and I did not see a dark blue car parked behind their driveway. It was pretty hazy and foggy that night, and I scratched the inside of the car with my taillight. Minimal body damage was done to the door, a few scratches, a little bit of paint from my car. I got out of my car, immediately wrote a note with my information on it, and decided to go home so I could charge my phone and call my insurance. I got home and immediately called my insurance and they requested I upload a copy of the police report. Okay, I'll call the police, let them know what happened. Shouldn't be a big deal. This happens all the time, right? Wrong. The cop told me he was going to charge me with a hit and run. He accused me of being drunk. I was not at all. I offered to meet him at the station, at the scene of the accident, at my house. He refused to meet me anywhere. He told me it was too late. I already made the wrong choice and he was forced to charge me. I started to drive back to the scene of the accident and he told me on the phone to pull over and immediately send him all my information in an email. I complied with everything he told me to do. He told me he was going to the residence of people whose car I hit to notify them that they were probably going to want to press charges against me. I told him to call me back after he got done there. He never did. The next day I was able to get in touch with a neighbour who was awesome. She was super understanding and if anything, just mad the cop showed up at her house at 1 am. She told me he said, "We're forced to charge her since she left the scene." And the neighbour replied she left a note. Anyone would have done that, it's 1 am. This is not necessary. At that point he urged them to press charges on me because I could have been drunk and I'm old enough to know better. A week goes by and I hear nothing from the officer. The car is in the shop getting fixed and my insurance is paying for it. The neighbours have no intent of pressing charges against me. I send the neighbours a basket filled with milk bar cookies for causing them any trouble. Yesterday, I get a ticket in the mail for leaving the scene of the accident with a mandatory court appearance, and I just hired a very expensive lawyer. I work in sales and have a company car. I have to drive for work. My lawyer wanted to know how the police got involved, to which I replied, I called them. I called the cops on myself, and now I have to pay a lot of money to get it fixed. I could lose my job over a bad driving record, so yeah, today I messed up. And that is really sad. Is that cop just power tripping or what, man? I felt bad laughing at the end of that because, you know, someone could potentially lose their job over that, and from a cop that was just literally power tripping, right? Wow. I'm going to have to change the battery in my headphones really quick because it's just about to run out. Yeah, that's bad planning on my part. Yet again. So bear with me 2 seconds here, just while I swap it over. Not that I need to really hear anything apart from the music that's playing, but music's quite chill. I'm quite enjoying it right now. My favourite subreddit. My first favourite subreddit was Always Choosing Beggars. I love choosing beggars just because of the Facebook posts. Facebook is always full of drama. There's always someone kicking off on Facebook. But yeah. I'm just going to try and activate this chat on the screen again. Sorry guys, you're my guinea pigs today at the moment, and I'll see if this chat box will actually work or it's just going to lag everything. Jesus, that dog. Apparently the chat box isn't working at all now. It's just like, nah, can't be bothered with that. Chat box is not working. Anyway, give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Maybe more than 2 seconds. Need a Waz. Yo. Before anyone says, yes, I did wash my hands. Hey, Katie. Have a great night. Thank you for being here. Appreciated, my friend. Yes, of course I did, of course. Maruko, well, this is a test of this VTubing model, if it actually works or not. I mean, it's going okay so far. Haven't you seen it yet, Maruko? Is this the first time you've seen it? Because I got a super surprise for you. I got a super surprise for you. You ready? Ha! Oh, it's too much fun. Right, I've abused it. How do I move the avatar? It's controlled by an iPad, basically. There's a program on my PC, which is got the model on it, and then there's a face camera on the iPad, which all works wirelessly. So it could all just blow up in my face at any minute, right? Spicy. Oh man, it's just way too much fun. I can't tell you how much fun it is. And watching your reactions to it as well is even better. I didn't commission the waffle, basically because this was the model was quite far behind in the timeline of when I wanted it done by. It was meant to be 3 weeks. It ended up around 2 months, I think. So they threw in the waffle for free as a surprise to me. They said just press this key and watch what happens. And I was like, oh my God. It was amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It's the best thing. It's better than the model they did for me. I love the waffle. Will I ever go to VidCon? I'm not that big of a YouTuber, I'm afraid. I just don't think I'm that big of a YouTuber to be going to any events like that. Maybe one day, who knows? Who knows? You don't need to learn to 3D model to do this. This is obviously a 2D model. You can do it with Photoshop layers, basically. I mean, I probably could have made one myself if I took the time, but I ain't got time to do stuff I want to do now, so. Maruko, I know, everyone wants the plushies. And I want the plushies too. I've approached a couple of companies about it. One of them wanted 8 grand for a prototype. And I was like, ha! I was like, not today. Yeah, I can't help the side look at the moment. I think it's the position of the iPad and the way I have to have my screen. I've got like a wide monitor, so I'm always looking. The chat is over here. If I'm looking over here, it gives me a weird eye, which I'm looking at the chat. If I want to look at the camera, that's me looking at the camera right now. But it's slightly down. I need to get something to hold the iPad, I think. Let me see. Oh. No, it's not going to work. I can't do it. I can't do it. Yeah, they wanted 8K for a prototype. It's insane. And I approached that company, Makeship, who makes them, and they said I'm too small a creator for it. I was like, come on, man. Come on, man. Oh well. Oh well. Anyway, should we get on with some more stories? Again, I keep going off on one. You know how it is. Makeship they're meant to do it for like creators, so they make it for you for free. They take a portion of the money and then you take a portion as well, but obviously they need to sell enough. 8k pounds, not dollars. Yeah. But yeah, so let's get into some more stories. Sorry, I keep reading your comments and I keep going off on one because you keep guys asking questions. I mean, yeah, so one more. I'm just going to go off one more time. Basically, yeah. So Makeship said I'm too small a creator because I only have like 62,000 subscribers. Yeah, they done a plush. Yeah, where I'm going here is that I get 62,000 subscribers, but over nearly 2 million views a month, right? Whereas someone they done a plush for only gets like 100,000 views a month, and I'm just like, what? I shouldn't say that though. That's a bit harsh. I don't mean to be harsh to anyone else, but it was just like, come on, make the plush, please. Right. Here we go. Let's get into some more stories here because I'm going off as usual. So we're going to go with an arsehole story, because why the hell not? And this story is from Is the Sun. Am I the arsehole for not giving back my cousin's dog after babysitting it? I, 21 female, have been watching my cousin's 29 female puppy for just about 2 months now. My cousin adopted the puppy, her name is Delilah, from the shelter 2-ish months ago. My cousin at the time was living in an apartment complex that didn't allow pets. My cousin was aware of this, but decided to get the dog anyway. Surprise, she gets in trouble with the building a few days after adopting Delilah. They tell her either the dog leaves or she moves out. My cousin talked to different members of the family and asked if anyone could watch Delilah while she looked for a new place to live. Nobody was able to take the dog in, so I offered to take her because I didn't want the poor thing to go to the shelter. I go pick up Delilah and my cousin doesn't have any supplies to give me. Just what is left of the dog food and her tags. Whatever, I take Delilah to where I'm living and get her settled. I go to the store and get her a collar, leash, bed, new food, bowls, toys, etc. I'm spending my own money, but I don't care because I want this puppy to be happy and comfortable. A week passes and then more weeks pass. My cousin doesn't communicate with me often. I try to check in with her and she says she's working on finding a place. After several weeks, my cousin said she found a new apartment to move into. She sends the info to show me. It very obviously states they do not allow pets. What the hell? I point this out to her and she insists they might change their mind since Delilah is so well behaved. I was the one who had to train her since she was living with me. I don't hear from my cousin for a while again. Here we are now, about 2 months later. I'm absolutely best friends with this dog. I love her more than anything. She's a quick learner and an absolute sweetheart. We've been on vet visits, I've been grooming her, spending my own money on everything she needs so I can take very good care of her. My cousin contacts me a few days ago and says she's ready to take Delilah back. She tells me about her living situation and that she is living with her boyfriend and his buddies at their place. To make a long story short, they aren't a good crowd, and I didn't think it was a good idea for Delilah to live there. I told my cousin that I was sorry but I felt uncomfortable sending Delilah there, and that I have been caring for her and spending all of my own money on her for 2 months, and frankly, I wanted to keep her. My cousin was disgusted with me and called me a lot of swear words which I will not be repeating. She hasn't spoken to me since, but hasn't made any attempt to get Delilah back either. I've been getting messages and calls from other cousins and aunts calling me a thief and saying I'm a horrible person. Am I the arsehole for not returning the dog? Also, I'm not worried about legal trouble. My family wouldn't do that, and let's just say they don't have a good track record with the law. And the edit says, my cousin has a track record of adopting animals and then sending them back to the shelter or just getting rid of them. I don't know what happens to them. She's been through multiple dogs and cats. This is why I am uneasy. Also, I would just like to point out that I openly told my cousin I would like to keep the dog. I didn't say anything like, I'm keeping her and I don't care what you say, or anything like that. And we're not going to cover the comments on this one because I just want to see what comes out of the vote. So what do you guys think of this one? And I wonder if I can get my avatar to work on this one. Let's have a look here. Yeah, I'm in. I'm back, baby. Anyway, I'm going to get this vote going. As I said before, if you haven't done the vote, you just joined the stream. Don't vote yet. Don't be voting yet. Wait for it to pop up in the chat first. Wait for the bot to announce it. Then it's !vote and then your vote, like people were doing above. Let me get it started here because... Oh, no. There's an active poll. Oh, it's the old poll. Let me just complete that one. It's going to come up in chat. Then I'm going to start a new one. Here we go. Here we go. We're going now. We're working it. So it's !vote space, then YTA, NTA, ESH, or NAH. You can't do light. You can't include light. That doesn't work. Good try there. I appreciate you trying. Pretty much, and not the arsehole. I was expecting some people going down the sort of legal route with it. I totally agree, not the arsehole, by the way, before I get started. But I was expecting some people saying, like, you know, legally, that is still the other person's pet. I was expecting a few of those in there. But pretty much at the moment, there's a couple of everyone sucks here. but mainly not the arseholes in this situation. Waffle buttons, yeah, they can do those quite easily. I'll probably get them done through the merch site. In fact, the merch site, you know, print on demand sites, they're expensive, aren't they, really? Let's face it. We know they are. We know they are. Let's not mess about now. So, what are we at? 30 seconds left, guys, if you just want to get the last votes in. Chulu, Twitter ain't hard. Get on there. Get on there. Get involved. Get involved. Ah, Deadpool, you missed the story. Oh, no. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. And that is the end. Let's complete this mother. She got the package. She got the t-shirt. Oh, amazing. I'm so glad it turned up. Please do send a video. I'd love to see that. I mean, it's only been since Christmas, isn't it? For anyone not aware, one of our artistic Christmas winners sent the t-shirt out. It didn't turn up the first time. Don't get me started. Don't get me started on our postal system. Hey Star, welcome to the first live. See you later, Samir. Thank you for being here today. It's much appreciated. It's really annoyed me having to look left. I keep looking at my avatar and he's kind of like squinting. Like, oh, mate, that's so good. I'm glad she enjoys the t-shirt. That's made my evening. That's really made my evening. Thank you so much for letting me know. So happy. What was you scared for, Spooky? It's kind of the same avatar, isn't it? Slight differences, no hoodie, but kind of the same. Heavily, yes, I know you got these sweaters. Right. Let's move on to another story. Ooh, I pressed the wrong button. What should we have next? Oh, we got some more malicious compliance. Let's have a bit of that because we ain't done that. Let's rotate again. Let's rotate to a bit of malicious compliance. This story is from Gromolox. Parent says it's not our business what our son does on the community garden, so we let him get up to his neck in shit. Literally. Happened just a couple of hours ago. This story is so fresh, you can still smell it. On our community garden, we get teams of kids from the local school come to help, and it's often the case that they turn up on a Saturday morning as well. They're almost entirely well behaved, which is a good job as there's not a lot we can do about bad behaviour beyond a stern voice. Although one time, a lad kicked one of our rabbits so a girl brained him with a shovel. Rough, but effective justice. There's this one lad who came for the first time last week. Don't know him, but we made him very welcome. He only lasted half an hour before storming off in tears after his third telling off for spinning round and round holding a tool and then letting it fly off at head height. This morning his mum, I assume, came with him. I saw him point out my friend and me, but he didn't ask to join in, so after shouting hello we let them be. After about 10 minutes, he started wandering, and my friend shouted to him, "Don't go round behind the greenhouse, mate, it's not safe round there." Well, his mum had obviously been waiting for this because she went from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds flat, demanding to know, do we own this garden? And if not, what business is it of ours where her son goes? We explained we just want him to be safe, and she replied that she's quite capable of taking care of that herself. Thank you. Fine, on you go. Off he went, exploring behind the greenhouse, which is not safe because it's the compost heap, which is very unstable, and the muck mound, which is a giant pile of horse manure we get delivered every autumn. By the spring, the inside is all nice and rotted down, and the outside is hard, crusty, and less strong than you think. After a minute, there was a crunch, a squeal, and I think we did very well to drag him out without saying, "I told you so," or breaking into guffaws. He was absolutely black from chest height downwards, and although well-rotted manure doesn't smell really bad, it is very thick, and sticky, and slimy. His mum grabbed him without a word, and they headed for the gate. He started bawling as soon as the surprise wore off. My friend said, "Would you like some bin bags to spread out in your car?" And to her credit, she did say thanks when we handed them over. I wonder if we'll see them again next week. Edit, to everyone saying we should have made a point of some kind. If you're mean to kids or they think you're making fun of them, they just don't come back. Kids and adults do stupid shit all the time, and you quickly get into the habit of just dusting them down and getting on with things. Don't get me wrong, we definitely laugh about it later, but how's a little knobhead like this going to learn if he doesn't come back to the allotment and get his hands dirty? Too true, my friend. Too true indeed. I would have loved to have seen that situation, just seeing that kid come walking out from behind the greenhouse, his arms out to the side. Covered in shit. Oh man, so good, so good. Yeah, and there, do I like heavy metal bands? Not really. I don't know what heavy metal band is, to be fair. Is that like Slipknot? Is that type of stuff? I like a wide range of music. I used to be big into 90s hip hop, but I listen to it a bit occasionally, but I'm into all sorts of stuff. I've listened to a couple of Slipknot songs. There's a couple that's caught me, but I can't say that I'm big into it or anything like that. Tim Bleak with the meme. They always get me with that one. See you, Shadow 20. Thank you for being here today. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much, Tim Bleak. Thank you. Right, what else have we got here so far? So I've got a list because otherwise I'm just going to forget because I'm useless like that. So we got plenty more today. I messed up. We got like 2 more malicious compliance and we got 3 more Am I the Arsehole because I keep talking too much. You know what I'm like. You know what I'm like. You know what I'm like. But let's crack on with another one, shall we? And this next one is from Fine Explanation. This happened about a week ago. Before I go into detail with how I fucked up, I will preface this with 3 important details. 1. I regularly misspeak when I'm not paying attention or in a rush. Buying something at the store and rushing to get home. Go to say cheers, last minute, change to thanks, end up saying chance. Rushing to meet and colleague asks if I have a review document for him. Sorry, my bad, we'll do it when I get back. Turns into, sorry, I'm mad, we'll do when I get back. 2. At work, we have recently had to complete several different online training modules, bullying, modern slavery, etc., pushed out by our HR department. One of these modules included sexual harassment, basically a 10-minute presentation of how not to be a dick and what to do if others are being a dick. For whatever reason, this module and the modern slavery were slow to be completed. Probably because they were the last 2 of the 5 to complete, and so HR were constantly sending company-wide emails that this one particular one was important and had to be completed ASAP. 3. When I leave the office for whatever reason, I do the 3 pocket check. Front left pocket, phone, front right pocket, keys, rear pocket, wallet. On to the fuck up. So I was going away for work over a long weekend. We're staying in a fairly touristy town, and because of the absence of international travel at the moment, everything is busy. Really busy. Had a quick look at the accommodation in the area and nothing decent is available. Sent an email to our admin assistants to see if they could help, given I wasn't overly keen about staying in backpackers accommodation. 2 hours later, hotel room is booked in one of the nicer hotels in the area for the entire stay. Legend. Go down to thank them on my way to lunch, chat with a female admin assistant who booked it all for me, and mention how I thought I was going to have to stay in a hostel and have a bit of a laugh. As I'm leaving, she asks, "Is there anything else you need? Just let me know." At this point, I am already thinking about what I want to eat for lunch and thinking whether I have my wallet. Turning, I go to say, "No more last minute special requests hopefully." Realise that sounds stupid and decide a simple thanks is more appropriate. What comes out though is Spanx, for whatever fucked up reason my brain thinks is appropriate, as I am tapping my back pocket to check if my wallet is in there. Cue somewhat initial shock by said admin girl and head shaken by HR lady who had just walked in. Probably thinking this is exactly the reason for the training we are pushing out. Thankfully, the admin girl just started laughing and the verbal diarrhea coming out of my mouth, trying to explain what just happened, letting HR know nothing inappropriate was meant by my actions. Had a red face for the rest of the day though, and still actively avoiding them both. Firstly, don't worry, May, you're not late. I've still got stories to tell here. You know what I'm like. You know what I'm like. In terms of mods, no, I haven't got any mods here yet because simply we've only done like, is it 3 or 4 of these streams so far? It's still pretty much a test. Whether I should continue doing them or not, I don't know. That'd be down to the people. The people's choice. I don't know, I quite enjoy doing them. I can't do them all the time because I simply just do not have time, but I do enjoy chatting to you guys live and you know, seeing your reactions to stories and stuff like that. It's always good fun. But yeah, if it does continue, I'm sure there will be mods and stuff like that. But we haven't had no trouble as such yet. Hopefully there won't be. We've got a pretty wholesome community. Every community's got a couple of bad eggs here and there, but I'm sure we can sort them out. Welcome, Melissa. Hope you're doing well. I think we're going to be following this one up like straight with another Today I Messed Up story. I do enjoy those, and I got the majority of those today as well, so I thought I'd get a couple more of those out the way first, and then we can go on to the other stories as well to round it up a bit, right? I do like those. I do like Today I Messed Up stories when they're not all like sex based, because when they get too sex based they get a bit boring and predictable after a while, right? Right, let's get into the next one. This story is from Seabelt 3. Today I messed up by confiscating my son's Game Boy and hiding it for 18 years. My son was not doing his homework, so I confiscated his Game Boy Advance. I told him he would get it back next week. Well, he's a pretty clever dude and knew all my hiding places, so I put it someplace he would never look. Except I suffered a traumatic brain injury a few years earlier and I forget stuff. So when he did his homework and asked for it back after a week, I could not find it. I looked everywhere. Narrator: obviously not everywhere. SpongeBob: 18 years later. I was donating some coats I had not worn in a long time, and in the pocket in a Viennese trench coat from the 1930s I found his Game Boy Advance and turned it on, and it worked. Pokemon appeared. I put in fresh batteries into it and handed it to my 28-year-old son, who proceeded to laugh for a good 5 minutes, then played it for a few hours, then proceeded to tell my wife and other adult children how silly I was. How crazy is that though, that the Game Boy is that old, man? Wow. But I think it's always nice when you find like your old toys around, like in the loft or something like that. I think that's amazing. And I knew you wasn't asking there, Dragon. I knew you wasn't asking to be a mod or anything like that, but you know, I thought I'd just clear up what you was asking basically. Hey, where's my guy? Ah, there he is. I'm back. I do love that. The old Game Boy Advance, Pokemon, I can't even remember what they were called. Was it Blue and Red? The old Game Boy ones? Oh man, that was good times, right? I've probably still got a Game Boy kicking around somewhere. I remember getting those when I was younger though. Awesome times. Do you remember the magnifying glass you used to be able to get for the Game Boy? How about Tamagotchis? Do you guys remember Tamagotchis? You must. I know they still do them these days, but the original Tamagotchis, there used to be a cheat for them. Top tip, if you ever get an old school Tamagotchi. I just put my hand in front of the camera there. Top tip, if you ever get an old school Tamagotchi. Do you remember what separates the battery? To turn it on, you have to pull the plastic strip out. Basically, if you keep pressing the buttons and putting the plastic strip in and out, you get a fully grown one straight away. It kind of defeats the point, I know, but hey, I'm a cheating bastard. Yeah, Tamagotchis. Then they brought out another one where you could link them together. My Tamagotchi always died. It always died. That's why I ended up cheating in the end. I can't remember how. I think I was just frustrated with it and trying to just cheat it somehow, and it worked. Hey. Digimon, I think that's the one that you can link together. And then you fight each other. Dog Nerd, how's it my fault you started playing video games? I barely play video games myself. Love that though. Multi-Canis, good night Mark. Have to work tomorrow, so you need to head off to bed. You have a good sleep, mate, and I hope work goes well for you tomorrow as well. I also missed a member as well. I saw it as I was reading there. I missed who it was. Shout out your name. I forgot who it was. It's not appearing in my mini feed either. Was it Red Zublin? But anyway, thank you so much for being awesome. Hello, San Antonio. Oh, Dog Nerd, if you haven't played the Little Nightmare series, play it from the beginning. There's also a game called Inside, and there's another one as well. Can't remember what it's called, but so good games. They're so thought-provoking. They're awesome. Red Zublin, thank you so much for becoming a member. I'm sorry I missed you there. I appreciate you though, my friend. Limbo, that's the one. Everyone knows. It's really weird that you can see my head movements. This is what I'm like normally. I'm very animated, but no one can see me. So at the moment, you can just see me. I'm like twitching all over the place. Anyway. Let's move on to another one, shall we? I think we've got to do an Am I the Arsehole one next. And this story is from Working East 3705. Am I the arsehole for telling my stepsister I am not honoured? She wants to name her daughter after me. My stepsister, Lily, informed me she was pregnant and intended to name the baby Magnolia after me. She came over to my house while I was there to show me everything, and I was like, you will be a glowing mother. The moment she left the room, her husband Danny asked if I was okay with it. I tried to change the subject, but he said, seriously, do you want the baby named after you? Lily said, you would be thrilled. You don't look thrilled. I told him no, I did not want the baby named for me. Lily came back in. We never brought it up again. But when she announced the baby on Facebook, the name was Vanessa Rose, after my mum and Danny's mum. Lily told the whole family over dinner that Danny has 4 sisters and thought it would be unfair to pick one name and not others, and they only want to have one baby, so they stuck with grandma's. A few months before Vanessa was born, Lily asked me if I was upset the name change happened. I said no. She asked if I had said anything to Danny. I said yes, because I am not going to lie. Obviously, he told her the truth. She got upset and asked why. I said that I just did not like people naming things for me, whether it's a puppy, a person, or a monument. It felt like social pressure, especially if I did not name my child for them. She got quiet and said, "You aren't going to name your baby for me?" I said no. If we had a daughter, I was going to give her a whole new name. My husband has a name he likes, and I like it as well. I just said it felt weird to do honour names for a living person. And she got upset and left. Things have gotten back to normal, but Danny said she was crying hard when she got home and that I was maybe too honest, but I feel a bit like an arsehole. Am I the arsehole? And held on by a string says, not the arsehole. The fact that your sister wants to name her baby after a living relative is weird. It's also especially weird that she expected you to name your child after her. And Yachty Wannabe says, no one's an arsehole here, I guess. I think her stance is weird. Your stance is a little extreme, but you know what? You're both entitled to your opinions about it. Telling her how you feel about it doesn't make you an arsehole, and her crying doesn't make her an arsehole. And she and her husband did change their baby's name, so yeah. An extra ketchup please says, no one's an arsehole here. You're entitled to your feelings and that's 100% okay. You told the truth and there were consequences to that. However, she also had the right to be hurt that you don't feel the same way she does about naming children. I can see why it would really suck to hear that from your own family. I simply see two people with different preferences and there's nothing wrong with that. Now, what do you guys think of this one? Hey Timmy, you still here? Is this the first time you've seen the model? Like, I'm a big kid. I am a big kid. You know what I'm like. Get ready. If you've just joined us, brace yourself, guys. Hold on to your pants. Are you ready? Hey guys, waffle time. Oh man. I have too much fun. I'm sorry. Oh man, it's just too good. Sorry, I've totally forgot about the story. So should we do a poll on that story? I can't even remember what the story was. Oh man, the waffle cracks me up. Let's get a poll going here. Bethan Taylor Actor, thank you so much for becoming a member, you absolute legend. Thank you. I might have to reduce that time on that vote. We've got 2 minutes currently, and we've still got like 1:20 left. It's a lot of head bobbing to do. Whoa, it's a lot of no one's an arsehole here. That's a first. That's a first on the vote. That is a first. Oh, I forgot I can do like stuff with the face as well. You ready? Oh, ooh, embarrassed. I'm such an idiot. Just Jenny says, who's always late by the way, I have to go to work. Take my money, you absolute able so-and-so. Love ya. Thank you so much, Jenny. Always a pleasure to see you in the comments. Although you're always late. Love ya. So what else have we got? What else have we got so far? We've got 2 more Am I the Arseholes? Oh, I best finish this poll first. Here we go, here we go. And it turns out it was a no one's the arsehole here, followed closely by not the arsehole. Oh yeah, Deadpool, you ready? Oh, I can't do it. Wait a sec. Look, I got an even better one. I got an even better one for you, right? Ready for this? Just a shy boy. Oh, man. Red Zeppelin, all you need is a rage emote. Absolutely. Maybe one day I get that put into there too. I want to get the arm movements as well, because my arms are always constantly moving. I'm currently chucking them in front of the camera all the time and putting it off. Oh dear. You guys crack me up. Let's have another Tifu story, shall we? What one shall I go for? What one shall I go for? I've got it. I've got it. This story is from Dirty Toothbrushes. Today I messed up by accidentally getting married at the UPS store. This happened a couple of hours ago. I recently proposed to my long-term girlfriend a couple of weeks ago. Unfortunately, due to the nature of my work, we have to move soon, and having a real wedding before then, during COVID, would be impossible. I got off work early today, and after getting home, my fiance asked if we could go get some paperwork notarized for our courthouse wedding we planned to have in a month or two. We hopped in the car with a form we printed off the county website and drove to the closest UPS. The notary checked our IDs and had us sign, and then she signed, notarized the form, and said congratulations. Cool, now all we have to do is go to the courthouse on the day of our choosing to be wed. My fiance called the courthouse afterwards, double checking to see if we needed to bring anything else, and after calling me her boyfriend, the lady on the phone corrected her by saying, husband. She then told my fiance our state no longer requires a ceremony with the judge at the courthouse. That form is literally the marriage certificate, and she is now married. Whoops, we had a honeymoon picnic at the park near a lake. What the hell? Now, I don't know too much about how that all works or anything like that, but that sounds absolutely crazy. Did they miss some vital paperwork that told them this will literally be them getting married, or is this happening to a lot of people? Yeah, Jelma, I see you. Please don't spam. It doesn't help things at all. It just makes me have to do more work, which I don't need to be doing right now. So please, save yourself. Save yourself. Please. Thank you. Is it Mets? That one kid. I always get the first bit. I can't read those those things. But thank you so much, my friend. But how does someone end up getting married at UPS? I don't get that one. It's kind of like, did they not have to fill out forms that says like you are going to be officially married once you sign this document? It's a crazy one. Yes, Vtuber Mark. We're having way too much fun with it. Well, I am. I'm not sure if anyone else is. Oh, Skittle. Do you know what? I love hearing that sort of stuff. Whenever I see someone like in the comments saying something like that, like their day is just improved, even like, put my hand in front of the camera again, even the tiniest amount, it's just like, yeah, it's amazing. Waffle thinks it's amazing too. Ah! Yeah, I know I need a mod, Invader. I know I need a mod. Don't tell me off about it, please. Don't tell me off about it. The waffle. Hey JM, hope you're doing well, my friend. Thank you for getting involved. Oh, Alberta, bedridden for 3 years. Oh, mate, I'm sorry to hear that. But thank you for being here. And like I said, it's an absolute pleasure. If I make your day even the tiniest bit better, you know, it's... Where's my blush? It means the world. Thank you so much. That means the absolute world to me. Zeros, you know I love it. You know I love it. Oh, Jelma. Okay. Am I going to have to ban you? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Bear with me 2 seconds, guys. Just having to deal with some stuff. They are now hidden from the chat. I have the power. And I won't use it. Well, we'll use it as best as I can, really. Damn, man. I'm nearly on my third beverage. It's a good evening so far. My model's just about to go crazy because I'm about to put a drink in front of my face. There we go. The power of Grayskull. Grayskull. Right. Should we, I can't believe we're 2 hours in and I've still got stories to read. This isn't good. Or is it good? I don't know anymore. Terra. Let me tell you about the songs that we use at the moment. It's a royalty-free selection of songs made specifically for streams. So if you go onto Spotify and type in stream beats, there's a whole different selection. So they got ambient, they got lo-fi, they got hip hop. There's a whole bunch of them that you can just get the playlist going and listen to them. Absolutely free, and you can use them on your streams on YouTube. They're by another YouTuber called Harris Heller, who was fed up of people getting caught out. So yeah, fair play to that guy, man. Good stuff, right? Oh, my throat just went there. When I was younger, I used to have a He-Man sword, and it was before modern days, let me tell you. And you swing it, and it used to go shring, shring, shring. Good times. Don't know where that story came from, but hey. I'm glad you're here for it, Saskia, because I don't know any other way to stream. I talk when I'm nervous, and as you can see, I just keep talking. I don't know how it happens. I used to be like the shyest of people. When I was younger, like 17, 18, 19, I was so shy. Still am pretty shy. I'm getting over it slightly though. It's kind of different when you're talking online using an avatar like myself though, isn't it? It's like, I feel like I'm just talking amongst friends, you know. It's kind of weird. I can just chat away and not be judged to some point, of course. I won't be a complete ass. Right. Anyway, let's find the next story, shall we? I think it's going to be a malicious compliance, because I'm fancying a bit of that again. Here we go. Let's get rid of my avatar here. And this one is from Marble Chocolate. Douche gets more than he wanted, complains, then less than he wanted. I've worked in bars for years. This has to be one of the best fuck yeah moments of my time. I worked with this guy who was always on it. Super smart, never lost for words, very funny, and genuinely one of the most professional bartenders I've worked with. This was an exceptional night. We worked 2 to a station on really busy nights, like 3 to 4 deep kind of night, so I had a front row seat to this gem. Greasy douchebag is waiting in front of our station with his elbow on the bar not facing us, getting a little annoyed that he is blocking people getting served. Sam taps him on the arm. "Hey man, you want anything?" "In a sec mate," as he shoos him off and continues greasing on this drunk girl. Starting to change his attitude, Sam quips back. "You're blocking people from the bar, man. Shit or get off the pot." Ooh, I started to slow down. Where's this going? Greasy douche face screws up and looks Sam up and down. "Give me a Coke," he barks with no manners. Sam whips a glass behind his back and catches it in his left hand, ice in the glass on the bar, and throws a straw in the air as he pours the Coke from the soda gun. $2.50 thanks, as Sam spins round and enters into the till. Douche is staring at the drink. "What is this?" "A Coke, as you asked," Sam said with impatience and vex. "That's not what I asked for," he responded. "If I wanted ice, I would have asked for ice," pushing the glass back at Sam. Sam picks up the glass with both hands and did something that I was not expecting. He apologised. "You are so right, I'm so sorry. How stupid of me, let me fix that for you." Sam grabs the soda gun, pours Coke all over the bar counter. The douche jerks his arm away, not because he notices it, but because his shirt is getting wet. His anger palpable. "If you wanted a fucking glass, you would have asked for one," Sam spouts as he throws a straw in the puddle, turns his back, walks off and flips the bird. My hero. Nice. I do love a bit of malicious compliance. One of my favourite subreddits though has got to be Petty Revenge, because I just love the whole petty side of things. It's one of my favourite things. The thing about that story though is that although it was good, don't get me wrong, it was good, but he just made a mess that he's going to have to clean up afterwards. It was kind of like, wow, you almost shot yourself in the foot on that one as well. I get where he was coming from, but yeah. Did get a sleeve wet though, to be fair. Yeah. It is worth it, I guess. Thank you, Skittle. It's appreciated. Was you here during the daddy cringe days? Yes, I'm still streaming Silver. I'm trying to get through the stories. We're nearly there. I think we got about 4 stories left. I got a bit carried away today and done one too many stories. I was enjoying myself. Well, I am enjoying myself, should I say. I can't shut it down at the minute. I still got some beer left, so I may as well keep reading, right? Silver Phoenix YT, you're making those wax stamps. Don't forget to show me on Twitter too. I love seeing what you guys are doing whilst you're listening to these stories. It's one of my favorite things to know that like people are drawing and they're crafting. Some people say they was driving across the country, all different locations. I find that fascinating that, you know, we're live right now. That's crazy, right? Is it just me? Or am I going crazy? Am I? Dear. It is absolutely mad. I never, like, about a year ago, I never thought I'd be in the position I'm in right now. Being able to talk to so many people, so many wholesome, lovely people, it's amazing. Alberta. No message on that one. There's a little pear-shaped dude, though. Thank you so much, my friend. Appreciate you. Loads of people crocheting as well. I hear loads of people crocheting. I love it so much. What's really taxing on me, Invader? If you're saying that like doing YouTube is taxing on me, it's, you know, it has its moments. every job has its moments, but you know, if I could choose my one job and to do it forever, this would be it. Yeah, my avatar's having a seizure because my hands basically, I wave them around and I put them in front of the camera. Watch. There we go. Look, it does that. If I put them in front of the camera, it goes crazy. Toys R Us kid wants the waffle button. I can only oblige. Oh, God. Stop it. I'll just keep laughing otherwise. Yeah, I know you love it, Toys R Us kid. He needs a name. I think I just like the name Waffle. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe one day if I can give him a better name, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I'd really like just Waffle. I'm watching with my quadriplegic friend who wants to stream herself playing games, but is super shy and worried people will judge her ability. She wants to know how you got over your shyness. That's a tough one because I don't feel like I have got over my shyness. I found that people gave me confidence as I kept like putting out videos. People were very polite and very kind. And I think sometimes you just need to step out your comfort zone and just go for it, you know, because if you don't, then in the end, if you don't try, you never know. And I know it's really scary because when I first done my first narration, I was extremely nervous. If you go back to my first video, my first narration, so monotone, and you can feel how nervous I was. But then as I done more and more and more, and people were giving me the confidence to keep doing more, you know, I just got louder. But please encourage your friend. Just go for it, man. Go for it. And if they want any advice or anything like that, if I can help with any of the graphics or anything like that to get them started, please reach out to me. Come into Discord and I'll do my best to help you, honestly. Roger Toledo, thank you so much, you bloody lovely so-and-so. Hey, Kerry, how you doing? Kerry, you've just got here. I've been doing this with everyone that's turned up. Brace yourself. Brace yourself, Kerry. Here it comes. Hi. Oh, my word. That never gets old for me. Oh, it's a pleasure, Harley, honestly. You know, gaming YouTube is incredibly difficult to get into. Incredibly difficult to get into, but I don't want to discourage someone from doing it because you learn a lot of skills whilst doing it anyway for YouTube. You learn editing, you learn like SEO for the actual YouTube itself, how to build descriptions, keywords, thumbnails. Everything you learn is all useful skills to have. So go for it, please. Nothing to lose. Sorry, Queen. Talking as usual. Going off on one as usual. My accent, I'm from England and I was born in Oxfordshire. As I said before, as Zero said, join the Discord, I got a thing somewhere. I don't know if it's going to work on this screen or not. No, it's not going to work on it. Is it? Oh, there we go. It's working, I think. Yeah, I'm from England, Oxfordshire. And many people, when they come to Oxfordshire, they expect like a student-y accent. But what you get is me. More like a farmer. That one kid, thank you so much again for your support. Much love to you, my friend. Oh, what next? That's a great... Every day we're waffling. Link to Discord. Someone hit me up with that link to Discord. Let me get it quick. I'll get that Discord link somehow. There we go. It should be in the chat now, hopefully. It'll appear in a second. Stream's delayed as usual. England's an okay place. Well, when you live here, I mean, Oxford is a really beautiful place. I live on the outskirts of Oxfordshire now, but I used to live in like the middle of Oxford, right next to the town. And going back into Oxford now, you really notice it is a really beautiful place with all the spires and stuff like that. You don't notice it when you live there for so long. I've been I've been to Glasgow. I've also been to AmITheA. There was a whiskey distillery there when I worked for the market research company, and they just opened this whiskey distillery called AmITheA something or other. And I went there. Real nice place as well. Oxford is okay. Oxford is not too bad. Not too bad at all. It's not that. Oxfordshire. Proper Oxfordshire people are not posh. Let me tell you. Well, next, because as I said before, I was going to be covering like stories from the area I used to live, and let me tell you, that wasn't a posh area. It wasn't a posh area at all, and there were loads of shenanigans that went on there. And I was going to be drawing a map in MS Paint today, because paint is always fun, right? I was going to draw a map of the area and dot the people that I used to know around the area, and then let you guys vote on a story from one of these people that I know. But we'll do that next time, because I've already gone on for two and a quarter hours already. Oh my word. But anyway, let's move on to another story. I'm getting through my beer here. This one is from Cinema Bears. Put me on production, destroy a work culture, and watch me chill on a couch doing nothing, and you can't do anything about it. I work graveyards in a large furniture warehouse, preparing furniture for the drivers the next day deliveries. Each prepper was responsible for prepping 2 bays for delivery. To prep the furniture, we would unbox all the furniture, put feet on the couches, hardware on dressers, build dining room chairs, and make repairs. The culture was to prep your bay, and when you finished, you helped the next bay and snowballed until everyone was finished, and then you would hop on a cherry picker to get last minute additions or replace damaged furniture. This place decided to implement a production standard. You were given an allotted amount for each action down to the nut and bolt. If you added up your allotted time and you finished early, you got a 10 cent an hour bonus equaling 80 cents a day. Also, this was to prevent you from helping other bays as you weren't allotted time for other workers. Malicious compliance. I was efficient and didn't waste any movements. I would blast through my bay, add up all the allotted time, and saw that I was finished 2 hours earlier than I was allotted. Rather than turn in my sheet and get 80 cents extra for the day, I sat on a comfy couch at the end of my bay and did nothing until my allotted time was up. I remember when the manager drove by and said, "We need you to go help and get damages." I just looked at my watch, then at my beautifully prepped bay and said, "I'm still prepping my bay." Put my headphones in and leaned back while he looked completely shocked. There was nothing they could do as I was still on the clock for my bay. I saw it more beneficial to get paid for 2 hours of doing nothing than 80 cents to work my ass off. 80 cents? Taking the piss. Now, would you work extra hours for 80 cents bonus? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? You best be kidding me. Oh dear. Hey, Waffle, what do you think about the 80 cents bonus? Bullshit. Oh man. 80 cents a day. Oh dear. I'm lost for words on it. What do you mean Discord don't like you, Alberta? Discord loves you. We love you. Get involved. JM, you know me. Shh, don't tell no one. Right, I need to go and use the restroom. Briefly. I'll be right back. Yeah, it would help if I turn my mic on. Oh, my word. It is. I was just talking about pouring my beer at the same time, so. Oh, my word. Screw you guys. I was just sat here literally talking about my beer. That's all I was talking about. You can hear me now, right? I am back. I did unmute myself. You assholes. I love you though. Oh man. Alberta, what do you mean it won't let you into the chat? Let me have a look. What's going on here? I'm just going into our Discord now. What's your name on there? Actually, don't say it, just in case. I don't want to get you in. Don't want to get you in any doctor or anything like that unless you got like a secret name or something. Bertie. Bear me 2 seconds, guys. Let's help our birds out here. Did you go into, you have to go into the rules and then click like the tick once you read them. Once you've done that, it allows you to go into like the general and stuff like that as well. So once you, yeah, that's basically it. Right, what have we got so far? So we are left with 3 stories left. So we've got 1 more Tifu and we've got 2 more Am I the Arsehole stories. So what are you fancying a bit of? Any colour recommendations for a wax seal? Am I limited to colours here? Because I could go wild. I kind of like the idea of a bright orange wax seal. Hey Dominic, are you off? Thank you for being here, my friend. Melissa, did I say petty revenge? You mad lass. Right, we're going to cover them all anyway, so let's get the Tifu out of the way, because we've got 1 more Tifu. We'll get that done, and then we'll crack on with the other 2. Discord's in crazy mode. Oh no. What's going on in there? Is Noir running wild? Let's get in there and see what he's up to. Yeah, of course it's Noir. Of course it is. Oh, bless him. Bless him. Right. What am I doing here? This one is from I Am Not Jack's Nipples. What a great name. Today I messed up by accidentally attending an underage party. Like a creep. Standard, this happened about 10 years ago, etc. I was 25 heading to a 21st for a girl from uni at her house. She was living with her parents. It was far from my house and I knew the street, so I just left home, and when I got to the street I realised I didn't know the number and didn't have the invite. I messaged another friend to find out the address, but he didn't have it either. There were only about 40 houses in the court and it was pretty quiet, so I figured I'd just have a stroll and listen for music in a busy house. Stroll up to the only house with any sound music going. 25-year-old bloke, bottle of happy birthday vodka in hand, and I knock on the door. Hi, I am not Jack's Nipples. I'm friend of Steph's, here for the birthday. Mum looks at me a bit confused but pleasantly welcomes me in and walks me through the house past a group of roughly 15-year-olds, family eyeing me uncertainly. I start thinking maybe that's just the younger cousins and the main party is out the back. Takes me further through the house to her other daughter's room, who is coincidentally is named Steph. Steph, your friend is here. As I round the corner into the doorway, I look at this 17 to 18-year-old and my face drops. I don't know you, I say awkwardly. Then look at the mum, desperately hoping I have not just become the biggest creep on the planet, bringing vodka to a 15th birthday as a bloke in his mid-20s. Very fortunately, I explained who I was and who I was looking for, and the lovely mum walked me down the street to the house I was meant to be at, as she knew the family. I apologised profusely again and thanked her for the help and understanding. Now imagine it from the girl's point of view. This guy walks in, this adult walks in with a bottle of vodka in hand, and the mum's just ushering him in. Go on. Jesus. And the mum not concerned about him carrying vodka at all. Strange one. That was one of my biggest, like, concerns in this one. It's like, yeah, the mum just, yeah, here's an adult with a bottle of vodka. Go into my daughter's room. Nice. Weird. Oh, dear, dear, dear. I think I've done too many stories tonight, haven't I, really? What is the good amount of stories that we should be covering? How many do you think? Because today we've done what? 15, 16, 17, 18, 18? Maybe? I don't know. It all benefits me because I get to reuse them anyway when I cut them all down out of the live stream, because not everyone likes to watch the live stream anyway. So, yeah, you know. How many beers have I drunk? Just started number 4. It is Friday. It is Friday. It is Friday. Don't judge me. Three more stories. I don't know how. Have I got 3 more? I got 2 more lined up. I got 2 more lined up that I've sort of rehearsed. So, Saturday morning. Sit and read forever. I pretty much do. Oh, it's Bank Holiday Monday this weekend, isn't it? I don't know if that's the same for you folks, but yeah, we got Monday off. Woo woo. Toys R Us kid, you don't need to join in the voice channels. It's mainly text people talk through on there, so you can get involved. Everyone's very wholesome in there. No one's judgmental or anything like that. Most of them anyway. Nah, they're lovely in there. Red Zublin, you're at work and you're watching me. Very naughty. Hey Mark, I'm working on the waffle I tweeted in Twitter. On Twitter. I'd have to log into there, ain't I? Whilst trying not to dox myself at the same time. It's always impossible. Let me see if I can do it. Let me have a look here. Let me have a look. Someone said on Twitter at the moment. Let me just make sure there's no way I can dox myself again. Let's go to the. Someone was saying, you're actually daddy cringe. I've been listening to your videos for days now, but the Twitter handle has like no followers. I don't want to follow the wrong account. Oh, bless them, man. I drew this Magic the Gathering card. Oh, bless. Bless. Max Whack, you got the stamps. Let's have a look. Oh my word. Wow, that looks fancy as hell. That is cool. Oh wow, that's nice. I like that. Can you do a waffle? Oh wow, check this out. Camaro. We don't get cars like that in the UK. We get rubbish stuff, man. Anyway. So I'm getting distracted by the football there for a second. AmITheA, yeah, Discord is frustrating. I'm pretty much a newbie to it as well. So don't you be worrying yourself about that. Don't you be worrying about yourself. I'm a Discord newbie. Everyone pretty much carries me through it. If it wasn't for mods and admins, I'd be stuffed with Discord, let me tell you. I would be absolutely stuffed. Do you know what my favorite car is, Melissa? One that I've always wanted since I was younger was a Dodge Viper. I know they can't turn for shit, but I've always wanted one. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Unless anyone wants to give me a Dodge Viper. Anyone? Anyone? Dodge Vipers, they are nice cars. I mean, they're made out of plastic or fiberglass, but... Oh, Night Fury. My brother got in... Well, I'd done my CBT. We was both going to get into motorcycles and get a fast bike and do a 7-day intensive course. My brother... I stopped after my CBT, which is like the basics of riding a motorcycle. And my brother went all the way with it. And he went from pretty much a 125 to a Yamaha 750, I think it was. And then he got an R1, so a Yamaha 1000, and he almost killed himself on it, basically. And he hasn't ridden the bike since. Just says it all. Those bikes have got so much power. Devon, yeah, I love knowing where people are from. That's one of my, as I said before, it's one of my favorite things with this channel, you know. I'm talking to people from all different places, cultures, and everything, and I find it fascinating. And that's what I love when we're talking about Am I the Arsehole post, because you get all different experiences, walks from life, and cultures and religions, and you know, everyone has their different opinions, and they're all valid. You know, some of them sometimes wrong, but but that's their opinions, right? And I love hearing people's opinions, bad or good. I think it's fascinating. East London bleu. In it, man. London. Maryland, USA. The USA is just so big compared to the UK, though. It's just incredible. Like, we can drive from one end of the country to the other in the UK in a day, so it's like North Carolina, Ontario, Canada, Georgia. See you later, Night Fury. Thank you for being here. Much appreciated, my friend. Wisconsin, Alberta, Canada, Virginia, Virginia, US. Cheers, Zeros. Thank you for being here, my friend. It's always good to see you. You know I appreciate you. Los Angeles. Isn't Los Angeles like really expensive to live in? Is that the right place? LA, isn't that where all the big shots go? Tokyo, Toledo. Of course I know you're from Tokyo. Sweden. Hej. Is it Hej? H-E-J. Hej. Hello. Any Polish? Tresh. Tresh yakshimash. Ohio. It is crazy, isn't it? Where we are sort of at the moment. The fact that we can talk to each other. Yes, I got a VTube. I can't do the waffle thing again. Every new person that's come in so far, I've been showing the waffle. I gotta keep it as a surprise for some people, right? It's gonna be like, whoa. Mountain internet. Next, for my other job that I work at as I work as a content creator, I'm meant to be going to Texas next year. It's next year? No, the end of this year, hopefully. Yeah, I'm meant to be going to Texas to their offices over there. Where is it? Fort Worth? Fort Worth in Texas. And I'm meant to be going there to, have a bit of fun, get involved, put on a cowboy hat, as they do in Texas. Generalizing, I am sorry. Get over it. Sassy. You guys tickle me when you see the waffle. I love it. I love it. I thought it would just be me. I sat here for ages when that person sent me that waffle and they said, press this key to see the waffle. And I pressed it and I just lost it. I was sat there for about 2 hours, keep doing it and talking to myself. Oh my word. Tickle me? It tickled me. I'm not a big fan of generalizing, but hold up. When you hear of Texas, I think of like the big cowboy boots, hat, all that sort of stuff, bit of line dance and all that stuff, and I'm all for it. I'm going to be really disappointed if I don't get that when I go to Texas. I want to buy me a big hat. I want big boots. I want all that stuff. I want to be line dancing all night. Although they ain't got no ale over there. I know that for a fact. Disappointed with that. Let me tell you. Fowl says, you reading stories helps me through work and my studies. Thank you for what you do. No, thank you for being here. It's like I say every single time we start a story. Thank you for being here. I wouldn't be gifted in this position that I'm in right now if it wasn't for people like yourself. Remember that. You're awesome for what you do. Kendall Reed says, how do I send a pic on Twitter? So if you just type Mark Narrations with the picture on it, it should get to me. Just tag me in basically. Oh, mate. Dog Nerd says, the Texas stereotype is well earned. You'll be pretty happy. That makes me so happy to hear. But manners, I totally hear you on what you're saying about a good pair of cowboy boots. The guy in Texas that I've been talking to, he said, yeah, they're expensive as hell. I won't be buying those. I'll be taking my knockoff cowboy boots from Amazon. $20. Don't get me started. 5, 6, 7, 8. I ain't got no royalty-free line dance music, or we'd get involved here right now. We'd get started, but hey, thank you for being here today. Sorry that I waffle too much. I mean, I still got stories to read, and I'm just still here talking rubbish. Thank you for being here. You are appreciated. Oh, man. Maybe I should do another story, actually. Let's get involved. Damn it. What am I doing here now? This story is from Am I the Arsehole Cabin 3456. Am I the arsehole for losing it after finding out my wife let her sister and her boyfriend stay at my late wife's cabin? I lost my late wife to brain cancer. All her life she was living healthy and always loved spending time travelling and going on road trips. She was always an outdoor person, although she had a demanding career. She had a high paying job while I was earning money that barely paid for bills. We were married for 5 years. We bought a cabin together that we used for holidays and weekends. After her passing, I couldn't set foot in it for a whole year. Everything was the way she left it. I don't go there often, but only on big occasions when I need to feel closer to her. My family suggested I sell it, but I couldn't bring myself to do that. The idea of selling it makes me feel like I was losing her all over again. So I left it as it is. I married my now wife 6 months ago. I have 2 stepkids that are filling my days with joy and comfort. But lately my in-laws have been having issues, especially my sister-in-law. She lost her job and she and her boyfriend had nowhere to live. We invited them to our place for 2 months, then my brother-in-law took them in. My wife days ago told me brother-in-law had an argument with sister and kicked her and her boyfriend out. I asked what happened, she told me about 2 weeks ago. I then asked where her sister and her boyfriend were staying, and she took her time to answer. I asked what's wrong, and she flat out told me that her sister's been staying at my late wife's cabin for 2 weeks now. I was stunned when I heard, and I asked her for more clarification. She said she gave her sister a copy of the key to the cabin to stay there till she finds a job, then proceeded to say she didn't tell me because it wasn't a huge deal. I couldn't help but lose my temper. I told her that she had no right to hide this from me and let her sister into the cabin knowing how I'd feel about it. She said my reaction was the exact reason why she hid it from me. I called her selfish and inconsiderate of my feelings, but she argued about wanting to help her younger sister and said I was the selfish one for not helping family during tough times. The kids walked into the kitchen. I just stopped arguing and walked out. My wife followed me. I demanded she call her sister and tell her to move out and hand over the key. My wife looked shocked, saying she expected me to react this way but not go as far as demand that her sister moves out, and called me cruel for making her look bad to family. We kept arguing till her sister moved out and brought the key. My wife packed her things and went to stay with her parents. She told me that my late wife was obviously more important to me than my family and that she won't come home until I get my priorities straight. I haven't visited the cabin after her sister left. I haven't been feeling well these days and I'm not ready to go see how the place looks now. I just need time to calm myself down to be able to go there. My wife is at her parents' house and she took the kids with her. I miss the kids and she won't let me speak to them, which is another problem because my heart literally feels heavy when I'm away from them. I miss them so much and can't stand the house without them there. I think the big clue was like, she said it wasn't a big deal and then goes on to say that she didn't tell you because she knew you'd act like this, because she knew that it would hurt your feelings. What kind of person is that to do someone? It just lacks total empathy to not discuss it with you beforehand, knowing that you're going to feel bad about it. You might have, who knows what OP would have done if she actually approached OP and said, look, sister's in a real bad place. Do you think there is any way around this? And OP might have turned around. He sounds like a very logical type of guy. And even if he didn't say you can't use the cabin, he might have come up with another solution if he was given the chance, right? But no, wife went behind his back. So, and then after all this, she's not letting you talk to the kids anymore. She's keeping the kids away from you, which is, you know, assholish behavior to me. That's disgusting. Weaponizing children like that in a relationship is always disgusting, in my opinion. Dharma Initiative rep says, is it too late for an annulment? Not the arsehole. And what about Tiddy says, she didn't tell you because she knew it was a big deal. Even if the cabin had nothing to do with your late wife, it's your cabin, so it's messed up that she let a person not use it but live in it without asking you first. And Unicorn Don't Care says, not the arsehole, so which is it? She didn't tell you because it wasn't a big deal, or hid it because you would react badly. Her sister couldn't hack it at the brother's house, so why would you trust him at the cabin even if you were emotionally ready? Your wife is selfish, and maybe look closer at why you two are married. And Lama Loka says, everyone sucks here. Your wife should have asked you and was intentionally deceptive to avoid a reaction. You don't seem to have done the grief work you need in order to actually have your new wife as your partner and priority. That's an interesting point as well. And one more from Chirplet saying, not the arsehole, your current wife absolutely knew she was doing something wrong and that it would upset you, which is why she hid it. That is not her cabin. It is yours. It is clear from your post you have made the importance of the cabin crystal clear to your current wife. Your current wife is jealous of your deceased ex-wife and unwilling to allow you the private space you need to grieve your loss. This was a total arsehole move on her part, and your feelings are valid. She lied to you, covered it up, and also violated your sacred space. Now, what do you guys think of this one? Oh boy. Do you fancy a cheeky vote on this one? Are you fancying a bit of a cheeky vote? What do you think? Can't do the eyebrows. They need more movement, I think. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, we'll have a cheeky vote. Let's have a cheeky vote on it. Let me just get this going here. Vote is starting up. Evelyn says, hey bloke. Mark, did you ever get the meaning of the term flying monkeys? I did get it, but I've forgotten it. It was from a Mary Poppins? I can't remember. I'll have to Google it. Flying monkeys. I know it's from something. I can't remember. Wizard of Oz, that's the one. Wizard of Oz. Everyone told me I remember that video, and everyone was like, it's Wizard of Oz, you idiot. I'm like, I haven't watched Wizard of Oz. I've never watched Wizard of Oz. Yes. Shame on me. Shame on me. But hey guys, don't hate me for it. Because the waffle wouldn't want you to. Oh dear. Beer. Beer is, well, not good for you, but it is good for me. I don't know. I can't watch it. I don't know why. I can't get into it. I mean, off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. Oh, I'm sorry. I know bits of it, but I just can't do it. Eat some mushrooms first. Oh dear. Right, what have we got here? So we got a not the arsehole vote. A couple of, well, a few everyone sucks here too. So we'll complete that mother and we'll get it done. Did it complete? I imagine it's going to post in a second. The bot's always behind. You haven't watched Star Wars. To be fair, I was big into Star Wars at one stage. I loved the first 6, but I haven't followed the rest. Well, I didn't love all 6, but I haven't followed the rest of them. I haven't even watched the latest Star Wars. It's just lost it for me. Is Wizard of Oz, is that Disney? I've never been big into that sort of thing, to be fair. Welcome back, Frida. Welcome back. MGM. I think with me, and I know it's ignorant, but I put them all in the same sort of category. I know it's ignorant. I'm not massively into Disney stuff, apart from Star Wars, of course. It killed it for me when I watched The Lion King, and I saw the dad die. When, spoiler alert. Well, if you haven't seen Lion King already, well, that's on you. But The dad dies. He gets trampled, all right? And, yeah, that one done it for me. I've never been able to watch Lion King again. And I love that movie. Oh, I just had to scroll back there a second there, Ronnie. You had a cat that for 19 years, she passed natural age. I still go to call her name sometimes when I'm getting their food for my pets. Oh, mate. Pets. They're heartbreaking, aren't they? I mean, when I was younger, I remember when several dogs that we had. Like, I remember we had Lady, we had Shelly, Toya. Toya was a boxer dog. The other two were collies, and I remember them passing away. They all passed away from cancer, and I remember them all passing away, and when they have to be put down and stuff. And it's just heartbreaking, isn't it? They pull on your heartstrings, man. Much love to you, my friend. 5 p.m. Skittle. What time is it here? It's nearly 11 o'clock. Getting close to my bedtime. Oh, that's lovely, mate. A stuffed animal in her honor. I love that. Have I ever watched Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory with Jim? Yes, I have watched that one. And to be fair, I did love that. And people found the remake creepy with Johnny. Was it Johnny Depp? Found it creepy. I kind of enjoyed it. I kind of enjoyed the dark side to it, to be fair. I do like a dark side remix of a film, you know. Should we change these tunes up a bit? Let's see what else we got here. What's this? What we got here? It's a different playlist. It's a different playlist. This might be a bit too deep, though. I'm kind of feeling it at the moment. I'm kind of feeling it. It's the hip hop playlist. We have to be careful with this one. It doesn't really go with the stories because you usually get a lot of them that they got a big drop on them. So I've got one more story, which I'm willing to cover in a second. I'm just quite happy. I'm quite happy sitting here chilling with you guys at the moment, to be fair, though. I'm loving hearing your stories and stuff like that, reading away, which I know isn't very entertaining for you guys, but hey. Just happy to be here. Just see what's going on over here a sec. I'm just looking in our Discord. Just see what's going on. Have you got any new people joining up? I had a few people joining up, actually. If you want a link for our Discord, feel free to ask and I'll put a link in the description. Toys R Us. Toys R Us, you cheeky so-and-so. Asking for a little bit of waffle time. Have a good night. Have a good night, Toys R Us. And I hope you have a great weekend too. Oh dear. That's just too much fun. Right, I'm just going to throw a quick link up for our Discord in the description. I'm just going to get the invite link. 1 second. As I said, they're a lovely, wholesome bunch over in there, so feel free to get involved. Come join them, get involved, have a chat. Why not? They're all very like-minded people in there, very much like you've seen this evening. Nothing too deep or anything going on in that chat, it's just like very general stuff. Lovely people, lovely people. Oh, I don't know what's going on with that, Alberto. What do you mean it won't work for you? Have you downloaded, or are you just doing it through the web? Nina, a YouTube Sims. This is the first time we're testing this model. It's going pretty well so far. People have been pretty receptive of it, so we have to see how it goes. The time here is now, it's nearly 11 p.m. Having a beverage. You can't remember your Discord password. I think you can just do like a reminder or something, can't you? Anime lover. Yeah, you can send it to me on Twitter if you want as well. Feel free to do so. Tag me into it. I'd love to see it. Yeah, email me, Twitter me, whatever. Send it wherever you like. I love to see it. You should do cheesy jokes with the waffle. Well. We could do occasional jokes, couldn't we? Maybe some dad jokes, maybe something like that. Thank you very much, Red Zublin. Cheesy waffle. Hey, Mets, that one kid. Thank you for being here today. You are appreciated. Thank you so much for your love, support, and time. You know I love you, dude. And Full Danzilla said, didn't say anything. They just joined as a member, so thank you so much. Why is my guy twitching out? His eye was going crazy. I'm trying to work out when it. I'm just trying to work out when it's doing it. I can't work out. Diablo 3, Devon. Have you heard they're doing a remaster of Diablo 2? It's going to be spicy, my friend. I started getting into Path of Exile just recently. Pretty good. I'm sure you've already tried it. If you're playing Diablo 3, you'd have heard of Path of Exile. Good though. I love it. Hey Katie, yeah, I'm still going. You know what I'm like. I talk shit all night if you let me. So I'm still going. I have one story left in me before I head off. But as I said, I'm quite happy. I've still got like a bit of beer left. Just chilling out, you know, relaxing, all that sort of stuff. Listen to a bit of hip hop at the same time. So good. Queen of Flatulence saying, did you hear about the angry waffle iron? He just flipped. Oh dear. Queen, you're a legend. Thank you very much, Silver Keys, for being here today. You're appreciated. Thank you. Which era of hip-hop? 90s, of course. It's got to be. Your Dr. Dre's, your Wu-Tang Clan, all that sort of stuff. Snoop Dogg. Redman. You know how it is. You Googled waffle jokes. I wasn't blown away with the Diablo 2. I like Diablo 2, I like the game, but it's going to be exactly the same, isn't it? I know it's just a remaster and that's the whole point of it, but it's like, well, there's nothing new there for us, you know? I want something new, I want something different. I love a loot-based game, but come on, give me something new, give me Diablo 4. Pitt and Apollo said, "Is chips and gravy good?" Are you kidding me? Chips and gravy is amazing. If you have the right gravy, of course. Has to be the right consistency. Mika writing a good point there. American chips or British chips? Fish and chip shop chips. That is the chips you want with gravy. Chippy chips. Chippy chips. Proper fried chips. That's what you're talking about, right? Battered sausage. Americans right now be like, ugh, you disgusting bastard. And Chulu's just sent the tweet. I've got to have a look first. Yes. Let's have a look at the tweet what we're looking at here. I'm going to have a quick look. Oh, that's cool. Me just says, yay, I made it. We've only got one story left. I am sorry. Shrimp and sushi. I'm not a big fan of seafood. It's something that I've always wanted to like, but I can't like. The only seafood I really like is tuna steaks. And that's because it doesn't taste that fishy, if that makes sense. Kendall, I was just looking at your tweet as well. I saw the little munchkin in there. Little mouse. Lovely. Too true, Amelia. Too true. Right. Let's crack on with this final story. And this story is from Throw Babysitter Aunt. I'm the arsehole for telling my sister that I would not be babysitting her daughter until I feel like she is trustworthy again. I am 20 female, my niece, sister's daughter, is 2 female, and my sister is 24 female. Before anyone asks if the father is in the picture, we honestly don't know because she didn't want to talk much about it. There was a period after a failed engagement when her fiance called off and broke up with her, where she was engaging in Tinder online dating. She says she knows she didn't have the best actions, but was trying to heal from being dumped. So she's been raising her daughter alone, and sometimes with the help of her online dating app dates. Because of that, due to COVID struggles, she asked me if I could babysit for her. Sometimes it would be while she went to work or went to meet a date. She used to bring them to her place, but she said she couldn't care for the baby while trying to enjoy her date and time with her matches. I enjoyed spending time with my niece until she began to be awful with time management. After some point when I began babysitting, there are days I came to work late or didn't go to work at all because she showed up hours late or just never showed. She'd called me when it was too late for me to go to work, that she got caught up with her date and decided to stay at his place, so I'd have to stay with my niece for her safety since she can't be alone. I'm at this point where it's literally affecting my college courses and work, because I can't keep being late because she once decided to go on a spontaneous last minute lunch date with her match, or got caught up at his place and never let me know. I tried to be nice about it because I know she's hurting from her failed engagement, but I don't want to keep risking my education and career. I also can't keep relying on others for help, like contacting our parents to take over the few times because I can't just not go to work since she couldn't come back to her daughter. My sister is now upset that she won't be able to have a dating life and is mad at me. I told her I wouldn't be able to keep doing this anymore. Am I the arsehole for not babysitting for my sister until she is more reliable? Come on now. And we'll start off with Mel0278 saying, not the arsehole, your sister flaked and is prioritising dick over being a good mother and caring for her daughter. Like what the hell? Who dumps their kid onto someone else while they go off to have fun and not care about their kid at all? She's costing you your own education and finances, and it will suck whatever happens next, but you can't keep putting their bad actions over your important priorities. And Majestic says, not the arsehole, your sister is risking not only her life but the life of her daughter by bringing random men into her house. You not babysitting for her are the least of her problems. You don't see anything wrong with her bringing random men around her child. I wouldn't babysit, period. And Warrior Muffinhead says, not the arsehole, I would consider calling CPS. Her bringing random Tinder dates around her infant daughter is terrifying. Your sister needs help and it doesn't sound like she's in the right mental state to be a parent right now. You may want to discuss with your parents on taking temporary custody. To which OP replied to it saying, some people have suggested this, but I don't know where we even begin or if we have the finances for it. We brought it up one time of our concerns, but she'd have boyfriends of a few months where they'd help with her kid. And with us helping too, she said she technically isn't neglecting her child, who is in a cared for position. It feels like a lose-lose situation for us because either of our nieces' well-being is at concern, or we wouldn't stand a chance in trying to get them both help. And now I turn this one to you guys. Wowzers, bloody trousers. Yes, this one's an obvious one. I'm not even going to do a vote on it because we know that OP is not the arsehole in this situation. I mean, come on now. Come on now. We all know. We all know. But yes, Red Zublin, if you're still here, thank you very much for joining us today. Thank you for your support, your time, your love. You are truly appreciated. Thank you so much. Wait a second. Let me do my blush key. Thank you. I have got a wave key, but it's really janky. Check this out. Watch this. Hello. Looks like the arm's like totally broken. Oh man, I wish I hadn't bothered with that one. See you later, Devon. Thank you very much for joining us. Oh dear. You know a worse mum than that, Melissa. Holy shit. The wave, man. Look, I just... it looks like the arm's completely broken. It throws me off completely. Julio, I don't think I'll be using my normal avatar in the normal videos. Simply, it sounds lazy, but for speed, basically, it's much easier to use the still avatars in the normal videos because I can basically drag and drop them into the timeline, whereas otherwise I'll be having to do extra recording, whereas at the moment I'm already spending like 4, 5, 6 hours at the day recording and editing the videos that I do. So, you know, I'm running short on time as it is, so it's all about speed really. Maybe in the future, if I go full time YouTube and I get that and I'm privileged to do so, then maybe I'll be doing this, you know, full time, and I'll get some more VTuber stuff, like I'll be able to move the arms and things like that and do some other sort of stuff, advanced movements basically. Queen, that wave now lives rent free in my nightmares. Absolutely, it does in mine as well. I've been trying not to hit it this whole stream because it's bound to the W key. So like when I've been typing and stuff, I've been like, don't hit the W key. Do not hit the W key. really, Alberta? That's horrible. No night, Jackie. Thank you for being here today. I will certainly be heading to bed myself shortly as well. Yeah, the non-moving avatar will be in the normal videos. But if people are enjoying the live stream, sort of this moving avatar as well, I'll be using this in future live streams as well. If we continue the live streams, it depends if people like them. Generally, I've got a good response from the live streams at the moment, but you know, not everyone likes a live stream, and I totally get that, because who wants to sit there all the time and just listen to someone like me talk shit for 3 hours, 17 minutes? Hey Kay, enjoy your dinner. Hope you have a good evening ahead of you. Hey Deadpool, I will be checking out your tweet straight after this live stream as well. I might have already looked at it. I did comment on one a moment ago. I wasn't sure if it was from you. It might not have been. Allura, you just turned up now. Allura, this one's just for you. Welcome to the live stream. See you later, Alice. Have a good evening. Thank you for being here. See you later, Silver. Chulu, I see you every day in the comments, and like many of the people here right now, I see the same comments every day, and I'm just so thankful and so blessed to be that person, you know, that you guys come to every single day. It's an absolute honor, and I'll never be able to thank you enough for what you do for me, for the way you're changing my life right now. The way you've changed it over the past year. You've allowed me to go to part-time YouTube, which, you know, is crazy. So many people would be love to be in my position right now. So I'm very thankful for that. Bethan Taylor Actor says, thank you for joining us on our walk today, and thank you for your wonderful stories. You're amazing. No, thank you. As I was just saying, thank you for being here. You know, I'm the one who should be thanking you for allowing me to do what I do. And I don't know what to say, because I know I don't want it to sound like not genuine, but I'm just so... My mum always taught me, if you're thankful for something, tell them. And you guys truly allow me to do something that... Something this isn't the first YouTube channel I've done. You know, I've been doing it for probably about 10 years now, over different things like gaming reviews and stuff like that. And this is the first one that's ever taken off, and is gotten me to the point where I can actually do this part-time, and you've given me the opportunity to do so. And I'm just so thankful to be able to do, just to be able to do this, basically. I know I'm talking absolute shite right now, but I'm thankful. So thank you so much. Deadpool, a lot of people have asked me sort of like about age and other questions like that, and generally I sort of don't answer them, and I don't mean that as like I don't trust you, or I don't trust anyone in the chat right now or anything like that. But as you saw from sort of like the hate mail comments I got earlier, I have people, and I've had people calling me out as well and saying they will dox me and stuff like that. And so I just find it easier just not to pass over any details whatsoever. And again, that's not something against you or against anyone in the chat. It's just, I like my privacy, you know. But I do still appreciate you at the same time. And I know that seems almost contradicting in itself, but I just know the internet can be a shit place sometimes for many people. Yeah, Pitted, we covered some of my hate mail earlier. Some of the top quotes, we covered that towards the start of the stream, and yeah, oof, spicy stuff. 365 Ral says, what programs do you use for your animated avatars? So I commissioned this avatar from someone who drew the avatar and then turned it into, so it could be used with a program. Like this is through Vtuber Studio, which is on Steam. You can get it for free. And then you need like a camera of some sort, which I'm using an iPad at the moment, and it has to have a certain type of camera on the iPad to be able to use the face tracking movements, to be able to do all this sort of stuff. So I'm using that, which connects your PC via a wireless link, and then it all works together like that, basically. Don't go to sleep. I just woke up. Joking. You deserve to take a very relaxing rest. Thank you so much, Talina. I don't want to go to bed, to be quite honest. I'm quite happy just sitting here talking away. The only issue I've got at the moment is I'm running out of beer. I do have a bottle of port, not too far away from me though. Thank you so much, Jenny. Well, the thing is, Suzanne, you're totally right. You don't give too many details away, because you can track someone with very few details these days. It's really easy to do, you know. And I've had someone like in the hate emails we covered earlier, someone actually found my real address. Someone found my real address and said, basically, if I find you, bad stuff's going to happen. And then they posted my real address in the next email. So it's just like, I don't want to risk it, you know. Everything you hear about me that I talk about is real. Obviously, I don't use the exact names or anything like that, or the exact ages. I'm very careful with that sort of stuff. But everything you hear about my area, the location, like Oxfordshire, it is real. This is the place I grew up. These are the feelings I have. Everything you hear is real. Cara B says, I'm out. Gotta move some furniture, and that requires interaction with people in real life. Lol. Have a good time of day, everyone. Good luck, Cara B. I hope you get the furniture moved safely. And good luck interacting with real people, because that's just... Why would you want to be doing that when you could be interacting with me? Oh, I'll never get old of this. This is too much. Oh, man. Not officially doxed as yet, Tara. I mean, I had a lot of stuff going on. Some people didn't like when I was talking about my dad and stuff like that, when all the stuff he was going through. And when he passed away, I had someone basically say that I'm cursed because the amount of people that I've had passed away around me, like my mum, my aunt, and then my dad, all in the space of 3 years. They said, oh yeah, you're cursed. This is with a big lol on the end, is like rubbing it in your face kind of thing. Yeah, you know, some people like drama, some people like attention, and I'm very well aware of that. I don't pay too much attention to it, because if you give these people attention, that is exactly what they want, right? It's like, you know, brush it off. If they're as I said earlier in the stream, I'm living rent-free in their head. And that's up them. If they want to keep me in their head and think about me every day, that's on them. I'm not thinking about them, so whatever, right? Eastbourne. Yeah, I know some people in Eastbourne actually. Have some family in Eastbourne. Oh man, so there's just so many people who just love. I think they just thrive off drama. I don't know if it's intentional, if they do it on purpose, or it's just like they just get it so fixated in their head, like, oh yeah, I know something about this person, so I've got to find out more and then release that information because I don't know why, but hey TNT, very welcome, my friend. I hope you're both doing well. It's an absolute pleasure. Jenny, you're not cursed. We just ignore people who make comments like that, you know. Alberta, as I said earlier, it's an absolute pleasure to be able to assist you through any part of your day. You know, when someone tells me that they're like struggling through the day with whatever they're going through, we all have our moments, don't we? I've been through depression. I've been on sertraline myself. When my mum passed away 3 years back, she passed away. I had a moment. I knew she was going to pass away beforehand, and I had a moment, and I was really down. And I went to and I knew I was down at one point. And I just said I got to go to the doctors, and I'm going off on one again. And I spoke to the doctors, and they got me with sertraline. And I sorted myself out, and many people tell me about their struggles they're going through in their lives through this channel, and I read every comment I can. Honestly, I go through every comment I can. I can't respond to all of them because there's just so many, but hearing about people's stories and their struggles, you know, it allows you to have more empathy for other people, and I'm just so thankful people can share their stories, and they trust me enough to share their stories with me. It's absolutely amazing. And I know I probably didn't relate in any way to you whatsoever there, Alberta, but I just, you know, I'm just very thankful for the position that I'm in. And I know I've said that several times during this stream, but, you know. Ah, Catch. Well, you're having one of the worst days of your life. That's not something I want to be seeing. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It's horrible to see, you know, people going through negative stuff. And I know you told me some of the stuff you've been going through in the past. And I hope it improves for you, my mate. Honestly. Queen, we all love a bit of drama, don't we? We all love a bit of drama in our life. Let's not lie here. We all do love a bit of drama. Non-binary banana says, I passed my uni test, thank God. Well, this causes for a congratulations, a non-binary banana to you. Congratulations, non-binary. Yeah, you keep working on them positive vibes, Catch, and you just keep doing you. You're an absolute legend, and you do know that. You know that already, so you keep on it. If you need any other support, you know where I am. Unit. Sorry. My bad. False alarm. False alarm. TNT says, Mark, how does it feel to create a great relationship between two people just by uploading wonderful content? It's another perk of what I do, you know. I mean, I don't know, it's weird. I'm very, very thankful. But you created that relationship. You guys started it, so what can I say? Please make sure you do catch, because I'm 100% serious on that, you know. What, Dominic? Oh, mate, there ain't much I can really say to that, because I'm damn sure you're doing everything you can at the moment, but my love and thoughts are with you and your family. Neon Light says, hey Mark, I love listening to your videos when doing artwork and working out. I first joined the Waffle Gang when COVID just started, so I've not always been able to comment, but I love tuning in. As I say in every single video, you know, you being here, getting involved, just watching is way more than I could ask for. So thank you so much for being involved in the channel. Getting involved in the channel, being here tonight. What more can I say to that, right? Marilis says, I hope I got your name right. Hey Mark, I have a question. How are you doing? Hopefully well. P.S. Love your videos. Yeah, I'm doing all right. I mean, last couple of weeks have been a bit rough, you know, like with Dad's funeral and stuff like that. It's been a bit up and down here and there, and it's just random times that gets to me, and that's the way it was with my mum, you know. I'm very pragmatic about death and stuff like that. I knew it was coming from my father. I knew what was going to happen. I was in, like, my brothers didn't know because I was the one who was dealing with all the medical stuff and handling him and all that kind of stuff. So it was always very sort of difficult, but like it's not that my brothers weren't nothing to do with him, because I don't want to downplay what they did do for him at the same time. But I dealt with all the medical stuff and I was researching all the medical stuff. So I knew the sort of timeline of events that would happen. So when it did happen, it wasn't all that surprising. It hurt, but it wasn't that surprising. But, you know, it just gets you at random moments when you hear a song that he loved, or a song that my mum loved. My mum used to love Beautiful South, A Little Time. That was her favorite song. When that pops up, it's one of I have it on Spotify and it pops up, and you know, occasionally that'll get you just out of nowhere. That'll get you. And it's the same with my mum, my dad even, a song that he used to love and stuff like that. Just little things that get you. But I know he's in a better place now, wherever that is. I'm not a truly religious person, but you know, he's not in the pain he was. So that's all I can ask for. Alberta, I'm sorry to hear about your dad as well. Yeah, it's a tough one, isn't it? As I said, it might come across as like blasé sometimes. Is that the right word? But I don't mean to be. As I said, I'm just pragmatic about death and stuff like that. And like with my dad, my mum, you know, she gave up way before she passed away, and I could see it was like sort of depression and stuff like that. So again, that wasn't a surprise. My dad, we had a year build up because he had mesothelioma. He He had a year build up before his death, which again, it was tough. It was tough watching him go through like a 17 stone man. Sorry, US folks, I measure in stone here, down to a 7 stone man towards the end of his time, which is just like a tremendous amount of weight for someone to lose. And he was always sort of positive in while he was going through life, even towards the end. But as I said, I'm pragmatic about it. I knew it was coming. Sad it was, but I'm glad he's out of pain, and I'm not ashamed to say that either. I'm not ashamed to say I'm happy he's passed on, because I wouldn't want to see him continue to go. He had no quality of life at the end. He was in his bed, literally having people having to clean him up, having to roll him over, looking at 4 walls. He couldn't barely move his arms towards the end. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm glad he's passed on. But you have to remember, there's generally, and I know a very sweeping statement, there's always someone that's going through worse, and it's something when I read these stories, when I read AmITheA Arsehole, or any stories we read, and I think, try and put yourself in their shoes, what they're going through, what they might be going through, what other things there might be in their lives. And I know we don't always get all the information, but sometimes we do get the information, and I feel like a lot of the time I can put myself into someone's shoes and get a little taste of what they might be going through, and where Reddit might say sometimes you're the arsehole, I don't think it's always that clear cut, and I try to give people the benefit of the doubt and the way they're feeling, and it, yeah, again, I'm waffling on about stuff that's bullshit basically, but yeah, TNT, just get Katie to PM me and I'll sort it out, right? Dog nerd, yeah, you said my attitude towards death is totally understandable, but it was quite surprising when I first approached this on the channel, when I was saying about death and things like that, and a lot of people were saying they were concerned about me, and they were saying, oh, you need to go and get therapy for what you're thinking and the way you're feeling. I mean, I didn't pay attention to it because I know the way I'm feeling. I know how comfortable I am with my feelings, and I know when I need to seek that help from what I've been through before, when I went through depression before. I know when I'm at my limit. But it brings me back to like Reddit stories, and then, I don't think Reddit is always right in what they're saying. Like the whole therapy route, sometimes they jump to it a bit too quickly, in my opinion, but each to their own, right? That's right, Chully, you do that parrot dance. Get a bit of that on you. I think we're still on there. Oh no, we're back on lo-fi, that's why. Watch this. Get a bit of EDM on the go. See how fast this guy can move. No, it's too much, it's too much. I can't be doing that. You are a banana queen. Absolutely. I've only been in a hospital. I don't mean to be bringing the mood down on this one, but yeah, I've only been like in a hospice once before, and as I said, that was one of my previous stories with my aunt, and she was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and she was given 3 months, but on the 3rd week she was taken into hospice, and they said that they were just taking her in to deal with her medication. I'm not sure if that was totally true or not, but she went in, and one night she was told, she called all the family in, and I turned up first, and I was sat outside, and I thought, oh, should I go in? I don't know what she's going to be like, because she was on morphine at the time. Is she going to recognize me? And I was all really worried. Eventually I went in, and I was stood by her bed, and you know, she was quite a proud woman anyway, but she just let her guard down, and she was talking to me, and she was saying to me, like, talking about like war days and rations and stuff like that, and we were having a really nice conversation. And then she just sat up, and she said she sat up, and I gave her a hug, just as she was, because that's what I thought she was doing. I thought she was coming in for a hug, so I was like straight in there, get in here, you know what I mean? And I gave her a hug. And she sort of said, oh, you smell nice. And I was like, oh, thank you. Sat back down. And then after a couple of minutes of her sitting there, she said, oh, can you get a nurse? And me being an idiot, I didn't hit the alarm button on the back of her bed or anything. I ran out into the hallway and said, oh, nurse, can you help me? And by the time I come back in, she was having like a fit, basically, and passing away. And I pretty much watched the end of it. The nurses were all just standing around the bed. They couldn't do nothing, and I was just sort of holding her, saying like, I'm here, if you need me, I'm here, sort of thing. But you know, I don't know whether she could hear me or not. And I walked back out in the hallway, and then I saw the rest of the family come around the corner, all sort of smiling, you know, looking forward to seeing her. And then I sort of had to say, look, you need to get in there quickly, she's taking her last breath, sort of thing. But yeah, yes. It is life, you know. It is life. Yeah, it was a stressful situation. It was, you know, at the same time, I was honored to be there. Again, it might sound weird, but I wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, I would have loved for the family to be there, but in the worst situation, I was there, and you know, it's an honor to be there to help someone if they're passing, you know. One thing that always got to me though, and I'll never know the truth of it, because I asked the nurse afterwards, is that, did she sit up because of me, and did that trigger something? Did she have some sort of clot on the brain or something like that, and her sitting up triggered her passing, and did I cause that by being there? You know, it's one of those things that I'm never going to get an answer for, and it's something that does, you know, as I said before, lives rent-free in my brain. And I know family and stuff like that wouldn't want me to think like that, but your brain will think these things. Cheers, bad Vanguard player. Vanguard is a great game, by the way. I haven't got very far on it, but what do you mean shadow? I am a VTuber. Surely I got a VTube avatar, so I'm a VTuber. Get over it. I'm only playing with you, my friend. You spicy so-and-so. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm certainly saucy. You know I'm saucy, Shadow. You know how it is. Right, I might have to start wrapping this up in a sec, just because I'm nearly out of beer. And you guys can't just want to listen to me talking absolute rubbish for the next, I don't know, God knows how many hours I could do this for. What does spicy mean? It means... What does spicy mean? Just means sort of great, good person, extra spicy. You know what? You know what I mean, Huntress. Come on now. Spicy just means like extra good. You spicy so-and-so. You're a spicy individual. Lot of personality. Roger got it there. Roger got it in one. Hey, Shadow. Thank you for being here, my friend. Flavorful. I like that one, CJ. I like it. Explosive personality. Samir there. The hot topic. Right. I'm going to have to wrap this up because otherwise I'm going to keep talking all night. I know that, Ramona. I know what it is. Yeah, my mum's illness did cause it in the end, but I think, you know, there's just always something in your brain that you can't control in the end, and sometimes you just got to live with that and accept it. Obviously, therapy can help with some things, but they can't help with everything, I'm afraid. And I've accepted that. I'm perfectly happy. As I said before, I'm very pragmatic about the way I think about death and things like that. So, you know, it is what it is. Oh, Samir, next time I go to the restaurant, I got to get my usual first. Just a lamb madras. Not that I know of, Roger. I don't think there's any Brazilian restaurants. I'd have to look it up, to be fair. It's not... I can't say it's something that, like, I've particularly searched up. I look like a pita. I don't know how to take that. You've never tried a garlic naan, Deadpool. If you haven't tried a garlic naan, you need to try a keema naan. What, Jay? They don't have a doner kebab in the US? You got to be kidding me. They must have a doner. There's no way they can't have a doner kebab in the US. Chulu, what things do you have in the UK that we don't have here in the US? I think I heard the other day you didn't have Galaxy chocolate. Samir says, drink some more squash. Deep fried pizza? What the hell? Can't fry a pizza, can you? Who's Callie, Alberta, who's Callie? Tell me who Callie is. Whose birthday is it? Tell me whose birthday is it right now. Oh, I need to know whose birthday this is. Neon's niece, Callie. Here we go. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Callie. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Callie. Kale. Oh, what? Don't tell me I got the name wrong the whole time. Daddy Cringe back at the house. You'll always get a singing me by the end of the stream. Don't you worry about it. Samir, my tattoo is fairly similar to what I have on my avatar. It's not exactly the same because, you know, it's not a photo. So I had to get what I could from the internet to basically, you know, make it similar. But my arm sleeve is lilies. So it's a sleeve of lilies. And basically that was my mum's favorite flower. So when she passed away, I had it done. And I like it anyway. You're very welcome, Neon. Happy birthday to her. Oh yeah, dog. I know they can deep fry anything. They deep fry Mars bars and chocolate bars over here. Maruko, yeah, the stream is still going. I keep trying to stop, but I can't help myself. People keep asking questions and I can't stop answering them. Katie, yeah. As I just said, I can't stop myself. I'm going to end it any second because I really do need to go to bed. Because we're nearly 4 hours in. What is going on? No, Samira, I haven't played Among Us. It's always something I want to get into, but I just don't get into games, you know. Everly, I can't tell if you're trolling me or not. I will sing for anyone. I will sing for anyone. See you later, Manners. Thank you for being here today. YMCA. Yo, man. Da, 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 da. No, I'm not doing it. I do need to get some rest, Huntress. I think I've got to be up at probably in about 6 hours. You can never leave, Chulu. 30th birthday. Wow. It is very nearly midnight. It's about 5 to 12, I think. For the love of waffles, get some rest. Okay, Roger, just for you. I'm going to go to bed now. Thank you so much, everyone, for your love, support, time, for being here today. I hope you did enjoy today's stream. And I know, you know, it's just me talking shit most of the time. But I do appreciate you being here. So does the Waffle Man. He appreciates you being here too. Next to this puffer fish right here. Thank you so much for everything you do. And, you know, thank you. Thank you. Wait. One more. Thank you. About did it. Night. Night, guys. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day, morning, evening, whatever time zone you're in. You are always appreciated. Thank you so much. And I'll see you spicy so-and-so in the next one. Take care, guys. Much love.